Hey guys. Let me see who's in the comments already. Hey Willie. Hey Joe Bye. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, this is a pop-up. Hold on. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send the link to somebody. And yeah, I was prepping, meal prep. Oh shoot. I called them on accident. I was meal prepping. Um Hey Whiteside. Hey on point 2AT. I was meal prepping some lunch and dinner for the week for me. All right. So literally I pulled up in my office 4 minutes ago. So um there we go. All right. All right. I was supposed to send a stream to Erica. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. How are y'all doing? Look, I don't even know if I got chaos happening over there. I don't, but I didn't know. I literally just walked in here. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. Hey, Urban. Hey, Carbon. You know what? Just reminds me. I'm about to. Y'all see it. I ain't gotta say what I'm about to do. Y'all see it. Just in case. Hey, Chocolate Drop. Hey, girl. How are you? Happy Sunday. So, what's everybody been up to? Y'all, this is a pop up. Y'all know it ain't nothing like crazy going on, but it is something I wanted to talk about. I was just talking to Erica, my fly family, not too long ago, and they have another storm coming through Georgia. You know, it's hurricane season, so Florida, Georgia, through the south. But the remnants of that last storm hit Ohio hard. It hit us hard. So we're going to talk about it a little bit because it impacted me quite a bit. Walking the dog, okay. Um, so yeah, we're going to talk about it because I made it through, but you know, you got to be prepared for just about anything, you know. And a lot of us do prep. Yeah, something trying to pop up on my screen. A lot of us do prep, so yeah. I'm hoping that it doesn't do the same thing this time on point, because listen, your girl's power was out for like almost 3 days, and I was not happy. Now, mind you, I made it through. It was fine, but we are spoiled. As Americans, we are spoiled. So we expect that when we turn on a light or we want to cook or whatever that thing may be, we're able to do so. I do. Joe Bye. Let me get there. I do. But I won the generator that I have. I did not purchase a generator. So it's not a big generator, but it did the job. So, but it also made me aware that I need to possibly be looking into investing into. I don't want to say possibly. I really do need to look into investing into a larger generator, because 3 days, not so bad. But if it had been longer, yeah, I was getting concerned because I am a prepper. I have a huge, and I'm not just exaggerating, I have a very big upright deep freezer. So it's not that it's just a big freezer because it's upright, it's very deep inside. So I fit a lot of food in there and it's always full. Always. Always. So this right now is full for two reasons. One, I always typically keep stuff in there, but I have not been I don't want to say stockpiling, but stocking up on meats as much as I used to. I do still have plenty in there. Like there's chicken, there's ground beef, there's roast, there's fish. I mean, you name it, it's probably in there. Ribs. There's all kind of stuff in there. But there's a lot of my garden overflow in there. So I'll put tomatoes in there. I have peaches in there that I need to process for something, things like that. Hey, Fam Fam. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Hey, Tixie. So I typically always have stuff in there. There's peppers in there. There's all kind of stuff in there. And I didn't have a reason to go into that one. So I was less worried about losing anything in that freezer because for one, it's not a new one. It's an older one, like an older model. So it gets that frost on the shelves sometimes, and I'll have to go in and defrost when I feel like it, because a lot of times I'll just let it build up and don't bother with it, but because it's so much work defrosting it. And plus I have so much stuff in there. So having to take all that stuff out, allow it the time to defrost, it's just a whole thing. So I was really not that concerned about that one because I'm like, that ice that's built up in there is going to keep that stuff frozen. But my refrigerator freezer, I was a little bit concerned about. It was also full, but I was a little concerned about that one. Although we did not go inside of it at all during the whole time that the power was out because I couldn't cook anyway. So it didn't make sense to be in it for anything. And we literally did not open it. By the second day, I was like, I might need to plug my generator up to it. So my daughter lives like 5 minutes from me. Her power was not out. I went and charged up my generator fully, plugged in the fridge to it, let it run for, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. And it wasn't dead or anything, but I wanted to charge it back up fully and just let it run throughout the night until it died. And so I went back to my daughter's house and fully charged it again. But I did go in at that time. I went in my freezer and I have like, I don't have the ice dispenser on the door, but I have this big tray in the freezer that collects ice. So it does have an ice maker. It just doesn't come out from the door from like some of your newer ones. Sorry, y'all. So the ice was still fully frozen. It was fully frozen. What up, bro? So I knew you did? Awesome. Have you tried it? Brooke, you got hot sauce, didn't you? God dang it. Or did you get seeds? I don't remember. Anyway, no, you got seeds. Because I remember because I sent you that one weird squash plant. Anyway, so yeah, I was happy to see that nothing was really, it wasn't thawing. Everything was good. So I didn't lose anything. And then, so this was last weekend. Friday, the storm hit here. The winds were crazy. Hey, Miss Kia Parks. The winds were crazy. Knocked out my power Friday before I went live. So if y'all were at my live Friday, y'all heard me mention that before I went live, the power was out. And I was like, not sure if I was going to go live or not. And then the power came back on. So it was only out for like an hour and a half or so. I don't even remember. It wasn't that long. Maybe an hour or so. So Saturday morning, nothing's going on. It's raining here, but there's no wind. There's no really bad storming. And the power goes off on my entire block. Everybody was in the dark. And I was not happy about it. I was like, oh, it's probably going to be out for a few hours. Nope. Days kept passing. I was getting more and more irritated every time a day went by. Hey, Tech Money. How you doing? So, yeah. I made it through it, though. I had candles. I had the generator. I could have plugged lighting to the generator. I did not. It wasn't, I had candles. We were fine. I mean, the only time you needed light was at nighttime. So I put a candle in both of the bathrooms in my house so that, like, if me or my daughter got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, you could see what you were doing in there. And then I had a couple candles in other places in the house. That ain't enough. Send more. Thank you, fam. Listen, you need to quit trying to put my business out there. I said the storm knocked out the power. That's what I said. But yeah, so I did have stuff that in place to where it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I made it fine. Hey, growing what I eat. How you doing? So yeah, I got through, and my daughter did fine. Like we would go over to my oldest and charge up like our phones. She charged her phone and her she has a Nintendo DS, so she would charge that because some of the games you could play without being on Wi-Fi. Or she was able to watch. She watches a lot of YouTubers, the kids stuff, and so yeah, and we were fine. And I have a couple backup chargers, um, and stuff like that. So I charged all that stuff up, and we were good. We were good. I'm just grateful that we were in a position to where we had things in place to kind of help us get through that time. I hated being in the dark though. I just feel like people find that to be an opportunity to do things that they shouldn't probably do. So I was worried like somebody would try to break in or something. So that didn't happen though. I'm doing good. I can't complain. It didn't happen though. I didn't hear about anything happening on our block. Hey, Miss Sharon, did you get your package? I think I sent you your package. You should have got yesterday. Um, so yeah, that part. Did anybody else have any like get really hit hard by the storm? I know that some people were saying they were without power in the South. I was kind of irritated that it was a lot of people here without power. Like I think they said 55,000 customers without power in my city, and that's a lot. However, they did send half of their texts to the South because they weren't anticipating that we were going to have that issue. How about that? So, yeah. Or, if you want to follow 2A and LA's theory, I didn't pay my bill. I mean, there's always that. Had us with power for 8 days growing what I eat. Oh, and here I am complaining about roughly 3, not even a full 3 days. Yes, that helps. And like if it had been longer, I have ways to be able to cook food if I needed to. If I needed to, there was other places that had power, so I was able to just go and get food. But if I needed to, I could. I have a charcoal grill, so I could have cooked outside if I wanted to, and been just fine. But yeah, I was just more worried about losing that much food. I have too much stuff in my freezer, and I mean it's It's a lot of money that would have been gone. Hey, Dan H, how you doing? So yeah, I would have been really upset about that. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have been really upset. I did go out to my community garden. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday to see that how things were out there, because I do have brassicas out there. I have some kale, broccoli, and cabbage that I had out there, and I had the hoops with the covering. And I was like, I know they probably flew everywhere. I thought for sure they were going to not be anywhere in the vicinity. They did blow around, but they were there. I just had to set things back up, pull the covering back over to the side that it was supposed to be at, and all that. None of the plants were really disrupted. Those winds just kind of pulled things, blew things around. Here, they did not. Like, I had nothing get blown around really out there. I had one tree that got blew over, and it wasn't even in a, yeah, I know I grow my trees in pots. If you don't, I grow my trees in pots or some kind of big container or something to contain it. They're not in the ground. This was a tree that I recently bought that I said I was going to put in the ground, and it has not happened. Yeah. So you didn't get it? Let me know. About to roast still block. Okay, power lines down. Awesome. I just, not awesome that that's happening, but awesome that there's a reason behind it not getting there yet, because it should have been there. Everybody should have got their package no later than Saturday. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? So, yeah, the garden here was fine. I was worried about that because I had some situations out there where I thought more stuff would get blown around because I'm getting ready for brassica season. So I have stuff covering them here too. I'm trying to keep those dang on butterflies off my stuff so they're not eating up my leaves, those little baby worms, because they do. So that's what I've been doing, is covering stuff. So I have those Dollar Tree waste baskets out in my backyard over the plants to keep the butterfly out, and they were all still standing. I just knew the little things was going to be blown all around. They weren't. So that was a positive. But yeah, so I didn't have a lot to clean up or anything. I didn't have that problem other than at the community garden. And I was out there again today doing some cleanup, and I did do some videoing. So I will edit that and get that up of what's happening out there now, because we're winterizing the plot, getting it ready for the winter. So it's time to grow those fall plants, the cabbage, the collards, the kale, the lettuce, carrots, all the things. And I'm growing all those things. Garlic. Y'all put y'all garlic down yet? I know y'all in the South can kind of push it a little bit more, depending on where you are in the South. But I got my garlic, all of my garlic in now. I have some here and at the community garden. So I have to get it in now because it's already starting to get really cool here. Today it got warm, which is not normal. I think it was in the upper 70s. But our mornings are kind of like 50s. Tonight, the low is 47. The high, today's high is 85. Maybe I just wasn't out when it got that hot, because, yeah, I was working hard at the garden. Tomorrow, the high is 68. Good Lord. But that's kind of how it's been here. So we're definitely getting those fall temps. We'll probably get them until January, to be quite honest. We'll get some really cold days in between there, but they won't stay. Most of it will be fall temps until about January. Then January, the weather will show out. That's when y'all start seeing on Instagram me posting screenshots of the weather showing it at negative 21 of it feels like. And I'm like, why? Why, Ohio? Like, why does it have to be so cold? But yeah, probably between January and late March will be cold. Hey, David. Oh, you know what? You coming in just made me think about something. I hear, and some of y'all would have been in that live, that somebody was, trying to, belittle my watermelon this year. I'm just saying, I grew some watermelon. They just weren't very big. I grew watermelon. I harvested about, I don't know, 6. I even made my watermelon jelly. Like, I feel, yeah, it was you. Don't come up in here with the eyeballs. Talking about I get best vines. I grew some watermelon. Actually, I literally just cleaned up the garden and pulled up all the vines. And there was maybe 7 watermelon on those vines. Now, mind you, they wasn't doing very well. But they was there. They was dogging me. David, did you say something? You told them to stop it. I don't even believe you. Who won? Right. I know he lying. He probably was the one getting it going. Look, Miss Kia like, I know you was in there. Yeah, they was coming for me. It's okay. It is okay. Because guess what? They ain't going to have nothing to say when I have my good year. Nothing. I'm just saying, doggy. I'm like, he was driving the bus. I knew it. Hey, sis.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Not bad.
Was you in the live when they was dragging my name?
I missed that live. I'm gonna rewatch it. Usually we watch it Sunday night, so I'm hearing just usual trash talking. Them Georgia people just talk too much,
I'm telling you.
Them colors to their head and they think, oh yeah, I don't think he won the watermelon challenge, did he?
No.
I don't think he even weighed a watermelon. He hasn't even weighed a watermelon yet, but there's a lot of trash talking going on.
Who hasn't?
Somebody who has who's broke and he farms. I didn't see a watermelon weighing on his channel.
No, he's weighed one. It was like 20 something.
He ate one. He didn't weigh one.
It was a baby. I mean, if you ain't weighing something that's 50 plus pounds, you might as well not weigh your watermelon because Naked Gardener and it was another channel.
Yeah, and another guy, they were killing it.
There was another couple who had a big one. They have a really small channel. I hadn't heard them until they posted their watermelon, but what you say?
People taking this seriously. 27.6 people. Hey, Dan H. Happy Matt.
It is serious.
Nova, Carbon, Tigsy.
It is serious. This is serious business. That little baby watermelon.
I haven't even seen David weigh nothing. Did David weigh anything? He's keeping his under lock and key.
That I haven't seen, but he would have had to be a watermelon.
So he's offspring. Oh yeah, he's keeping under lock and key. You better hurry up because
here we go. Finished. Texas is always first. Whatever. What you saying in second place? First of all, don't get in on the conversation, fam.
Oh, it's over? I thought it was till the end of the year because people have a late season. No?
See, okay. I did too. I had to move my video because it was over the end of September or October 1st or something like that. So I was like, I had to rearrange my videos so that I could drop the video showing what was going on.
I saw some t-shirts and some merch, but I didn't see no winner.
I
guess if he didn't win now, he's just going to kind of just be quiet, not talk about anybody winning.
Really, David?
So what did I miss?
So you didn't. He talking about David showed y'all last year
and
the
2 years before.
I don't remember nothing 2 years before. I just remember a bunch of watermelon. I don't remember like them being that big.
I remember Scully in his hat. He had his own hat.
That was last year.
Yeah, last year. The year before, I don't remember anybody. But
what is there any other states out there? Don't do that. Hey, Happy Mac. Thank you. Happy Mac, no. Talk about I'm the champion of growing watermelon vines. Y'all are terrible.
That was me this year. I saw a little one out there just now. It ain't gonna do nothing.
I actually harvested several, but they just wasn't that big. They might have been 10 pounds.
Cantaloupe. I gave up. I already knew the weather wasn't in the spring. It didn't. Other than that, it's not a good season for anything along those lines. I already knew it, but I tried.
I tried too, but you know what? I think I know what I need to do out at the community garden space, because this was my first time growing out there, and I think how I grew with the watermelon was just the problem. That was the problem. So I need to. Plus, something got to my vines. It was killing my vines. So one of the bugs was killing off my vines. So
I have that here too. It's weird. It's something weird was going on in the northern part. It's weird.
And I never had that problem when I grew in my yard. So yeah.
And powdery mildew was on everything. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So next year I'll be more prepared. Was wearing the shirt, rang in a bell. She ain't real watermelon queen.
First of all, where my dang on crown at? Y'all gonna put some respect.
Yeah, you gotta get your crown on lock.
Well, my other crown, the crown I'm wearing in the video, is in my car. But I have another crown.
You have a car crown and an office crown?
What? What are we talking about? What y'all say?
Crown. You got one for the car and one for the...
I mean, I might have a couple of them because people be trying to be disrespectful. I thought it was over here on my little cart, and I don't see it. I don't know what I would have done with it. I don't know.
Tiara. Yeah, it's a tiara.
First of all, who said that? Don't be disrespectful, bro. Don't be disrespectful at all. Gina one buys, flossing one leaves. Who is flossing? The best buys go to Gina. Hush. I grew water. I even did a short when I had the watermelon on there. They were nice sized watermelon. Y'all need to quit being disrespectful. They just didn't get winter size.
No, they didn't get winter size.
But they got big enough for me to make my watermelon jelly.
Yeah. I didn't make any yet, but I've been drinking a lot and eating a lot of watermelon though. I did my canning. Yay me!
What did you can?
I canned callaloo. I canned kale and spinach and collards, and I'm gonna can some beans next week, like the baked beans or.
Oh yeah,
maybe
I canned beans last year. I haven't canned any. I need to can some more, because I like to can the red beans, and then I could just have them whenever I want to.
That too. I think Homestead Heart did a video talking about red bean and rice. So I'm like, okay,
yep.
We eat the same things, even though we don't call it the same thing, but same thing.
Yep. I love red beans and rice. First of all, I did.
Yeah, she did. We did.
And did.
There's this fly that's been plaguing my... Hold on, let me see if I can kill it. Stupid fly. He's behind me. And hold on, let me catch him while he's out. He's on... where's my book?
David, don't be a hater. Somebody he was looking for my eye. Such a hater.
This fly is too outsmarting me. He keeps flying off as I'm going to hit it. What kind of live is this?
It is. You already know. Troublemaker.
If we were in the South, we wouldn't even have a conversation. Like, we would have been beating you left and right. Like, telling you.
They listen.
Think, oh, yeah. Okay, bring us down and see what happens.
Exactly. They talk so much trash, and I have to work against the odds.
Exactly. We got double work, shorter time to do it in.
And the fact that the
Before
odds
coming
are
in.
in your favor and you still didn't win it, I need quiet. I need no words. No, stop typing.
He was too
Nothing.
busy
I don't
planting
want
on
to
them
hear it.
trees. Wasn't paying attention to the watermelon. Wasn't giving it the nurturing that it needed.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And the naked
Don't-
gardener
don't-
just came behind and zoop, took over.
Don't try to pin us against each other, David. Talking about I bet Carmen can grow a watermelon. Don't try that. In
I wasn't
11th
allowed-
place, I don't even. Let me see if I can see that from here. Nah,
11?
I
Are
can't
you
see
there?
it from here. I'm looking. What place? Nah, I can't see it from here. Nah. Mm-mm.
Number 11.
Listen, you should just keep that to yourself.
Yep. Keep that to yourself.
Which
There'll be
one?
more winning water.
Mine. I have a short that had my watermelon. I did do a short. I don't know why I didn't do a video. I'm gonna tell y'all what. When I'm out there working in either garden, it is so hard to do content.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's so much work. And I be so hot and sweaty. I just be like, I just want to go home.
My phone's always full. Never mind. Every time I'm going to record it, it's full. You've reached your max. I'm like, this damn phone. I got to clean it off. There's too much videos on here that haven't been edited. So I got to clean it off.
We forgot what you could do. So if you didn't do nothing this year, because you was growing them, so don't try to back out with the whole of, y'all know what I can do. We don't want to hear that because that was last year. I can't see that from here either. That's even further back than 11th place. I can't see it.
Nope.
So
last year don't count no more.
No.
Don't count no more.
I can't see it from here. Blurry. Blurry. Can't see it. Miss Sharon is cracking up. Tixie Gruesome. Who else? Who won? Why? How come I haven't seen y'all say that?
He's announcing it. He said in the chat Thursday they're gonna announce the winner.
Oh, so you're gonna wait till Thursday. You couldn't announce it today with it already being over.
No, he wants to do another live to get more commercial money, so he has to just drag it out. Have you noticed that Brooks Live? As soon as you log into Brooks Live, there's a commercial every 5 minutes because they know people are in there, so they're like, "Oh, commercial."
I know, I heard that, and that's interesting. That happens on his. I don't hear people say the same thing on and I haven't been in all his lives, so don't get me wrong. It could happen, but when I be at Led Palmer's live,
not as much as I get in Brooks. Not no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. They probably know there's a lot of engagement, a lot of.
He trying to act like he don't know what's on there. He be pushing the button like all the commercials. I'm just gonna be up here and act like I don't know.
I watch them when I'm watching the replays. I'll let the commercials run.
I'm coming right back.
Okay, I let the commercials run, but some people get more, even though they have maybe a smaller channel than somebody else. They have a lot more engagement. So the AI knows that. True. You can wait just like we waited for your melon, Gina. David's been missing in action, but now he's like back and he's saltier than ever. What's going on over there? What's going on in Texas, David? Why are you so salty? You were on your best behavior. Maybe it was because it's summertime. You were busy. Now you're back with all the salt, man. Salty. Let me see if I missed anybody. Hey, Miss Sharon in the chat. I didn't say hi to everybody, but I was hey 2A, and I don't think I said hi to who else did I miss? Miss Kia, Chocolate Drop. Anybody else I may have missed? Tech Money. Hello to everybody.
Meal prepping.
Mm-hmm.
And I had something that didn't get finished before my live started. I was like, okay, I'll just start my live and then I could just run in there real quick and take it out. And I forgot.
Oh, you forgot.
And I started smelling it and I'm like,
uh-oh. A little crispy.
It's not crispy, but
Texas won? Oh, you mean because Naked Gardener? Hey, Yankee sister.
Hey, Yankee sister.
Been in the bushes.
You can wait just like the way we waited for you. Forget you, David. Mm-mm.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is
But
one
yeah,
again. The Naked
I'm
Gardener
canning.
showed up.
Hmm?
The Naked Gardener showed up.
I think he won.
And the one I saw them weigh, he still had some huge
Another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, did Jegs do another video? I don't think he did another video. I know his grandkids picked one too early that was going to be, and he had several ones on the vine showing them they're huge.
They did, and he said he didn't do nothing. He said he planted the seeds. He did some
59 pounds. What
compost. I think he did the rabbit manure. He watered it a couple times, and then he said he didn't do nothing else.
I'm telling you, when your soil is healthy,
mm-hmm.
I will give it
credit where I'm the community garden. Stuff grows great out there. That's why I know something. I need to change how I'm growing the watermelon because I'm still getting peppers. I have 2 bags full of peppers. I just chopped up one of them and ended up with a gallon bag of chopped bell peppers. I have a bag of jalapenos. All of my plants still have peppers on them, and I'm gonna let them keep growing.
That's my dad. That's my parents' garden. The soil is so rich after all those years of gardening and natural compost. Mm-hmm. Whatever they grow there is huge. And I'm just canning their stuff right now too. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. We all share it and then split it evenly.
Absolutely. Hey, Country Hustle.
Because it's just hey, Country Hustle and
so you're doing the college and everything for both houses?
Growing to eat. Yeah, we just do it together. That's how I've always kind of gardened. It's like we just combine everything and then we see like this is always does better because of the soil, but yeah, we share everything, and then I can it, or freeze it, or we blanch, whatever. But it just makes it easier when we're working together versus me and then them alone. This didn't make any sense.
It does work better. I have processed all my tomatoes, and I got lazy at the end and did not feel like canning my pasta sauce, and I just put it in mason jars and froze it. So I have like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 jars in my freezer of pasta sauce. I canned all the rest of them
too. They're green. Like right now, they're not ripening. So I'm just gonna can them green, or I'll make a chutney or something. I don't know. But we had a lot of food. But now that I'm pressure canning, I'm gonna do better. I did better this year, but every year I'm improving. So now I'm pressure canning, water bath canning. I'm dehydrating this year. So next year, look out. I'm gonna be running my own store.
Yeah.
My garden's dead. Keep all your leaves from trees and put. Yep, all the leaves are being kept. The leaves have been dropping even since early September. So I go out and I rake them up around here, and I wait for the bags, and I go around at night and take the yard waste bags from people's houses, and then I just check the leaves for any like garbage and debris, and then just keep what I need for my chicken coop and for the beds. Let them do the work, and then I just take the paper bags off the corner.
Yeah. I just I don't have any trees in my yard, but I get leaves from the trees in the neighbors' yards. And I usually get them all up and put them in my beds. Now at the community garden, they shred. Is that called shredding? They shred up the trees that they cut down. And so I'm able to get free mulch. And I mulched a lot of my area out there, and I'm planning on doing some more areas. So I pulled up some of my landscape covering, but like I said, there's a video coming.
Okay, yeah. I watched the last video. I've been watching most of the videos, and I think there was one that what's her name? TT did a canning the last time you guys did it a couple weeks ago. I watched that one.
The green beans.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I got to do that as well. I can go to the farmer's market and buy some beans and
she has a great farmer's market. I wish we had one like that. We don't that I'm aware of. And we used to have one, but they didn't survive the pandemic. So,
there's a couple here, but like they're a good drive away. They've always been around, like the Amish community, and there's a they call St. Jacobs. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. But you go with your coolers and your stuff, and you just pack up with meats and vegetables and canned goods and pies and stuff. It's like it's worth it. You go once a season and you just pack up your whole freezer. They do all the work for you. If you don't want a can, if you don't want to do anything, they'll do it for you. Just go buy it from them. Should be lots of mulch east due to the storm, so ask for mulch from the tree service. Okay,
that's true. We did have some trees that came down in different areas here. I'm sure that they would have definitely given
the chip drop thing. Yeah, may as well. May as well.
You guys need some rain. The chicken, 6B. Yeah, we got rain for like 3 or 4 days straight from the storm. So Friday till that Monday. And now we haven't had any rain since then, but it didn't get warm until the end of this past week. So, and then tomorrow it's getting cool again. So I did water at the community garden. They will be shutting off the water. I need to check the date on that because I want to make sure I get a good watering in before they shut it off.
Yeah.
But I figured during the fall it's not going to be as much of an issue.
Oh no, it's going to be once you start mulching now and you get that, it's going to stay nice and moist for the fall season. In my garden, I hardly water in the fall. It's actually too much.
I don't water at all.
Yeah, it's too much water.
Yep, I don't water at all in the fall in my yard. So
I'm going to do a heavy feed on some of the plants now that are still, the brassicas. Do a heavy feed and then just leave them. No more watering.
Yep.
Just the natural rainfall.
Yep, same. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the I need to probably watch more content on it. The green stalks, I'm not used to growing in them. Okay. I do have some things that are going to grow in there, but I don't know if I need to. I don't know what I need to do with the thing.
Who has one? I think Cece has one, right?
Cece?
Yeah, Cece has some. A couple people have them in the community that grow a lot of stuff in them. I was surprised.
I do water during the summer, the spring and summer, fam. I said I don't water during.
Yeah, you don't water in the spring and the fall. Only the summer. The rain is enough. The natural rainfall is enough.
You have to water during the summer, or else it will die. Don't. First of all, why are you being a participant in this conversation?
How do we mute him? Just mute. Giving us advice about gardening. He doesn't even grow weeds. I don't know what's going on.
I told him he needs to grow something.
I know he got a dog though. He's gonna be picking up doo-doo. That's what he's gonna be doing over there.
Yeah.
He got what did he get? A Corso?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mix. It's a mixed breed. It wasn't a cane and a something.
It was the Caney Corso.
Was it? I thought it was a mix. What is it? Oh. I thought it was like a mix of, maybe I'm thinking of what's his name? Dog. Cole, Trent's dog. He has a mastiff, or what's it? It's not a mastiff, it's whatever you call it. The Wooble, the marble. Warble.
I'm not sure where he is, but I know I have seen his dog.
Yeah, it's a whatever, a pure breed, something or other. These dogs are big, man. Hey, Hudson. Mastiff Corso mix. Okay, yeah. So it's that's gonna be a big dog.
Is that what yours is, fam?
What's the dog's name again?
Hey, Hudson.
Forgot the dog's name. Dog. Riker Riddick. What's the dog's name again? Riker.
You talking about Fam's dog?
Yeah, Fam's dog. I think it's Riker or Riddick.
Erebus.
Oh, that's what. Okay. Erebus. I'm thinking of Star Trek. Number 1.
It was something I saw. Now I'm like, I don't see it.
Okay.
Oh, it was. I was looking at. Broke talk about he can't afford a green stock. I got it on sale, and then somebody. Actually, I have 3 of them. Somebody got me one for my birthday.
Broke just bought like 50 trees this season alone. So he has the money hidden somewhere else.
Exactly. He needs to do a wish list.
He bought about 50 trees. He bought, he bought a whole greenhouse. And what else did he buy this year? I've been adding it up in my mind, calculating the expenditures. I'm like, he got money. He changed his channel name to pretend to be brokefarmer.com.
Right. Listen, because the them green stocks, they are expensive. I think it was on sale for $99, and then you bought one, got one half off or something like that. When I got, but like I said, somebody sent me one for my birthday, so I don't even have the third one put together.
Okay.
And what's funny is every year for my birthday, stuff just shows up. People don't give me any warning and say, "Hey, I sent you something." And on top of that, most of them don't even put anything in it to let me know who it's from. So I'm sitting here trying to guess who sent me something. I didn't know who sent me that green stock. First of all, this is my problem. I be shopping online. So then I have
you bought it yourself.
First, I have to go check. Did I F up and do this and get it myself? Like, was I accidentally in there and pushed the button? Like, and then so I'm looking at
my stuff for myself, and I put it from an anonymous admirer. So I do it to myself. So then I forget.
It's I promise you, I'll be afraid that I done did something myself. So I'll be checking all my accounts, like making sure none of my cards show a charge from the people. So then when I cleared that, then I started thinking, who would have sent this to me? First of all, not that many people, especially when it's coming to my house, know my address. Now, when it comes from my Amazon, it doesn't tell them my address.
It doesn't tell us.
But it sends it to me. So the Amazon stuff I get, but this didn't come from Amazon. It came from Greenstock. So I'm like, this is clearly somebody who knows my address. So who the heck knows my address and could send me this expensive thing? Because them things aren't cheap. And I did find out who's. Hey, Burner Girl.
I had one too. They take so much soil. Oh, buy the clearance soil. Isn't it on clearance now? The soil?
I was gonna say they do, but it took because I mixed manure and soil together, and it might have took 2 bags of manure and 3 bags of soil for the whole thing. I mean, I do buy the bigger bags, but it does take quite a bit. However, when you think about it, each level to it, because I have the 5, I think the one that somebody got me for my birthday is a 7. But anyway, I have the 5, and they can, in each pocket, you could grow anything that you would grow in like your
regular pot,
except for you don't want to grow full tomato plants.
No. Like a bok choy or like a whatever you can grow.
You can grow peppers. I have jalapenos. I have bananas in there. I did kale. I have cabbage in there. I did cauliflower and broccoli in there. I have green beans in there. Like you can grow any, and each pocket is just like how you would space stuff in the garden. So like green beans, I could do like 4 or 5 seeds in one pocket.
Oh, okay, so that's a big size then.
Yeah, you get good spacing.
It looks small on videos, but I guess it's
Now, as far as peppers, you only could do 1 pepper plant per pocket, or 1 cauliflower, or 1 kale. But each one has 6 pockets, so 6 times 5 is 30. You could grow 30 plants roughly.
Yeah, people who have small spaces, I see them that they do that a lot. It's worth it. You get the vertical height. You get space. I would get one too because I can get a lot more these damn squirrels, leafy greens in a protected area, all in one spot and just protect it. Versus all my pots, I have to be like scrambling around these damn squirrels to protect my seedlings.
Yeah,
I think it's a good investment because I've seen the cheap ones at the Dollar Tree, and you get what you pay for it. That thing will topple right over. It's not.
I have one, and it toppled over.
The sun will make it brittle. You have to pay good money for stuff. Most times, otherwise you're gonna buy it 5 times.
And that's why I went ahead and invested in it because I was like, the Dollar Tree ones that don't waste. I don't know how that works.
The day by accident, it is crackled in half.
And they're not as deep. So you can't grow something like a pepper or something in those things. You might be able to grow green beans, but mostly you can grow herbs in it or strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries, herbs, and whatever.
Yeah,
lettuces, like small lettuces and stuff.
I can grow
which is
pretty
good,
much.
but I think you should pay the money. That's what I always think. Get the right stuff. It will last you much longer, and you'll
I agree.
save your coins.
I agree. So that's why I went ahead and invested in them. Um, and they do pretty good. I have my lettuce in something else. Well, if you see my short, you know what it's in because the bunny came and helped itself to most of my lettuce the first go round.
Yeah, I know it's good. I saw it grew back. Mine grew back too. The stupid whatever it was. Shoot it
I've
down to
harvested twice since then,
Yeah.
and it's ready to harvest again from. So I call one of my friends like, "Hey, you want lettuce? Because I'm not getting through the lettuce as fast as it's growing."
Mm-mm.
You have 3 Yankee Sister. That's C.
Yeah.
Because when Ro told me she had so many, and Ro has a big garden, so she doesn't just have the green stuff. She has like more than 10 easily. And there's another lady on YouTube. She's also in Ohio. She has like a ridiculous amount of them too.
Yeah,
and she has a huge garden.
I think it's good when it's all in one area. It just makes your life easier. I watched you grow Rose video, the one where she collects seeds. I was laughing because I was the one that has the seeds attached to paper towel, and you get the seeds, it's all full of paper towel. It's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, shame. So this time I washed the seeds and I did what she did, and it came out perfect. But I was like, yeah, it was me, paper towel, rip them off, and you see like pieces of paper towel stuck to the seed. It was still growing, but it just didn't look polished.
Yeah. So I washed any of the big seeds. Now I didn't know how to harvest the tomato seeds until Lydia showed me how to do it. I was like, oh, see, I never even tried because I was like, they're so little. You just
spoon them out into a spray strainer, I guess. That's what I was doing.
She spoons it. She told me to spoon it out and put it in the glass with water, and the water the seeds will separate from the other part of it. And it did.
Yeah. That's what I was doing what Ro did. I put it in the strainer and just rinse it off, and then I was letting them dry. But she's like, no, soak them in a little whatever and get this stuff. I'm like, okay, it does look a lot more professional since I was giving to the library. I was just like,
David, you so messy.
What you said? Did you know Gina won best one? This David is so. David is a ish disturber.
I did, David. I grew the dang on okra. I can't even pull the plant out of the ground. The what is that? The stalk of it, the base of it is like
thick.
Yeah. And I'm like, they'll have to just die back. I just don't know what to do with that.
Have a cutlass and just chop that down.
Oh my gosh, because it is huge. And then the stalk, it's huge. And like I said, my peppers are still growing. Actually, the okra is still growing. I'm just not harvesting any of it. I was like, it could all go.
You better harvest that okra. You better harvest that, and you better.
I'm letting it go to seed. It's not a lot on there. I want it to go to seed so I can have some seed. I want it to dry out.
I'm doing the same thing. I think some people. I don't know who said it. They use the stalk of the okra for trellises the next year because it's so. I think it's okra or another plant. They use the stalks when they dry. Obviously, corn as well, but they use it for trellises because it's so thick that
I can see that because it
is tomatoes or whatever with that. Yeah,
it's
free, right? Cut with your saw. Didn't you get the electric saw last year?
I do. I have it. Yeah.
Why are you watching people for? I have mine too. I haven't done a video. I'm going to do a video for the
I did a video when I got it for the sponsor, the people who sent it, but until you mentioned it, I don't even
how
think
big
about
was the base again? Just this man.
This man. It's right on my shelf.
It was this big. She said that big.
It's huge.
It is my cup.
It is. Everything else I've been able to pull up, those I'm not even going to try. I'm not. And the peppers, when they're done, I do cut those off and just leave the roots there and just, I'll let them stay.
Yeah, the ones in the ground, I'm just going to chop them down and leave the roots in because I think it's better that way. But the pots, I'm ripping everything out because I can't be bothered with them being in the way. But I left the beans in the soil to kind of, nitrogen and other stuff. I let them stay in the soil.
Yeah.
And it'll break. Those will break down. The ones in the pots, not so much. Hey, Jegs.
Hey Jigs. I didn't do too much of anything that I can think of in pots outside of my trees. But I this would be my first year, y'all, trying to see if I can keep my tropical fruit trees alive in the greenhouse. So I have first of all, Jova, I have two kumquats. I have the blood orange, the lemon, and I
Are
have
kumquats
something
not
else.
cold tolerant or no? I thought the kumquats were no,
Not
they're
not
not.
not me and your code tolerant. Not our state. Not our well my state and
Yeah, my province.
oh
Let me
yeah, are
see. I thought
terrible.
kumquats because I was looking at that to buy, but I'm like, I thought they were cold tolerant.
Oh, and I have a satsuma.
16
I was like,
degrees
what's the other
Fahrenheit is
one?
the lowest, which is what Celsius? Oh no, I'm talking English. What's that? 16 Fahrenheit is what?
Because I know even Broke, I think, puts his in his greenhouse, and he's warmer than me. He's what 8A.
He puts everything in the greenhouse. His trees are his babies.
Mm-hmm.
To make
But see,
sure.
he has some in ground, but the ones that
So
don't
negative
really like,
8. Okay, that wouldn't last through the deep of winter. Negative 8s.
I
Mm,
don't think they can. I don't think they could tolerate -8.
that's what Google Schmoogle's saying. But I wouldn't let it go
I
that
don't
cold for
know. I don't know. I'm not chancing it, but I
no,
plan on putting like a
no.
little heater in there that cut on once it if it drops below a certain temperature in there. So we'll see.
Oh, he's asking what herbs I'm growing. The same ones I did for the herb garden challenge. I did the tarragon, summer savory. I still got evening primrose. I still got the regular basil and the Thai basil. I have what's that other one? Not moringa. It's I forgot the name of it. It's a green one that I juice. I have dandelion greens. I have it's not wheatgrass. What's that one? I have a whole bunch.
Lemongrass,
I got the mint. I got the mojito mint, the peppermint, the ginger mint. I
Joe
got
Bob said
rosemary.
maybe. Joe Bob, maybe.
No, it's what's it called? It's a watercress. Watercress. That one's a very powerful herb as well.
I
Very
don't like
cleansing.
watercress.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't? Oh, I juice them. That's why I don't taste it, that in particular, but I put it in the juice. I got a whole bunch of herbs, guys. I have like everything
Yeah.
right now is herbs and making my own tea blends. I have lemon balm. I have lemongrass. I have oregano. I have a whole bunch of herbs. There's very few that
Yeah.
I don't have. I have
I only
borage.
have
I got the seeds for borage because of David. I got the
I do
borage
have
seeds,
seeds for
and
borage.
Tigsy gave me one.
I was supposed to say I sent
Tigsy
some seeds for
recommended one to
borage.
me. Did you recommend again?
I tried to
Some
send like
not
a
sunflower,
depending on
marigold something. Sorry.
yeah. No, you're fine. I tried to send when I sent these seeds out. Y'all still got seeds on my desk. I tried to send some that maybe you guys wouldn't have already.
Mm-hmm.
I know I sent Broke probably about maybe a few that he didn't have. I know for sure some squash he didn't have already. I know that for sure. If you already had that squash, I would be shocked.
Does this bro grow squashes? I don't think I've seen him talk about squash. Maybe
Yeah.
no. He grew a kusha,
Yeah.
I think. I think maybe it's been a while, but yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah, he does. And I think I sent him either rosemary or thyme because he always talks about that.
Did you
Those are
see
his.
his Jamaican sorrel harvest on Instagram?
I did.
My
I told
goodness.
him when he harvested, if he doesn't like it, Broke, send me that goddamn swirl. Send it. I want
You can
it.
make sorrel. You can make roselle, what they call it, roselle jam in Australia, and then there's this drink. There's the tea. I mix the sorrel tea with like ginger and other herbs. But yeah, he'll like it.
You know what?
It's a nice
Next
color.
year I'm gonna try to grow. Hey, Jamia, I'm gonna
Hey,
try to
Jamia.
grow it at the community garden because it's full sun out there. I think sorrel would do good out there. I grew it
would do
here,
great.
but I didn't get a lot.
Did you see David's sorrel? The tree, the plants were
You know what?
humongous.
I know his would do great. Yep. Hey,
Do
10.
great, 10. No, ma'am. I'm sending watermelon seeds.
Sir, I got watermelon seeds.
Yeah, I got most of the varieties that I want. I got the yellow one too, but I gotta find a better place to plant it because it was just.
I have several varieties of watermelon seeds. So many people send me
Here,
watermelon
Riri.
seeds. Tixie sends me watermelon seeds. And y'all know Tixie be growing some
I'm
watermelon
gonna make a
seeds
list
on
and see
y'all.
what Tixie has because she has a whole bunch of seeds.
She got
But
a
I know
lot.
she recommended
That's
that
a good
marigold
girl.
something plant. Tixie, whatever you recommended, that marigold something to make tea. I got the seeds.
Hey,
The only
Riri.
thing I could not get because it was out of stock was whatever it was. I can't remember. I keep mentioning it, but I can't remember right now. There's 2 ones that they didn't have at Baker Creek when I went to order it. It's out of stock. So I have to wait. Oh, the butterfly pea flower and something else.
That one I do. Somebody I think said they were sending me some, but maybe it was broke.
I think it was broke. So, butterfly pea, and there's another one that they did not have. Oh, not borage. Mullen. I don't have mullen. That's the only one I'm waiting to get is mullen.
I think I do, but I don't think I have like a lot. I think somebody sent me some mullen.
Tixie, do you have mullen? Butterfly pea.
Listen.
I think I owe you an email already anyway, so if you got that, let me know.
David, send me some sorrel.
Waiting for the seeds to mature. Yeah. 1 calyx will give you a lot of seeds, bro. It'll give you a lot of seeds.
You talking about the butterfly pea? Is that what you're talking about? That he's waiting to mature?
I don't know. Or the sorrel? I don't know. He's talking about the sorrel?
No. He can't be talking about the sorrel. What are you talking about, bro? I don't say yeah. What are you talking?
Yeah,
we said too many things for you to just say yeah.
He didn't like you know what? He didn't like butterfly pea. I think he was saying he didn't like it.
I know that's why I told him to send it to me because I do want to.
Yeah, he don't like it. He don't like nothing. He even Cece are the same. They don't like nothing.
Butterfly, gotcha. Thank you. Send them to me when they mature.
Seriously. You don't like nothing.
Seriously. Yeah. You know what? Why did I have? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so when I was cleaning up my community garden, I was pulling up weeds and stuff, and I thought I was pulling up a weed, and it wasn't a weed. It wasn't radish. What's another root plant?
Turnip, rutabaga.
Is rutabaga white? It was white.
I think it could be white, and turnips are
It was
or
white.
Daikon radish.
It was big. It was now this time we're doing a different big, y'all.
It was big.
It was because I went to pull it up thinking it was a weed, and I was like, "Is this a vegetable?" I don't even know how I got over it.
Doesn't do so much trouble with his garden.
It could have. He said albino. No, okay, so it could have been no, bro.
Is it a daikon radish? Because it's very girthy and lengthy. The daikon, and it's white.
No, it was way bigger than that. I don't even want to say
way bigger than that. Was it an elephant?
Because I've grown those before. Hey, Glenners, Journey. But yes,
I don't know. So there's rutabaga. There's turnips. Let me Google what
it
else.
Might have been a rutabaga. Because I don't even think it was probably even done. I had already started messing with it because I thought it was just a weed that I was pulling, and the leaves that
was
were
it
coming
a celeriac, whatever. What's the other word? Celery. God of mercy, I can't say the word right. Girthy.
Really?
Oh no, she has sorrel seeds, Tixie. Gina has sorrel seeds.
She
wants a better sorrel seeds.
I think I do.
I think you do. Well, you did. I don't know if you still have them.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right, but because I didn't grow them this year,
I think I think it must be a daikon radish or some kind of.
You think it's a daikon? How big does a daikon get? In words, not in description.
Well, it's probably about it gets about maybe 8 inches, at least maybe 8 to 10 inches.
Oh, okay, then it might have
It could
been.
be that,
No, no,
maybe
no.
you were trying a new
That.
crop and you didn't remember. Hey, Lydia.
Hey, Liddy B. Guess who's with Liddy B this week? I
If it's
do.
not
I
CC,
have
then it's
some. I have a little bit. I
is
have a
it
little
FR
bit.
Humphrey?
It
No.
is.
Is it? Yeah.
It
It's not
is.
FR
They over
Humphrey. I
there
was gonna
cutting
guess
up,
somebody else.
and I done fussed at them already today. Well, Lydia, I didn't fuss at Miss Felicia. I talked to Miss Felicia, but Lydia got fussed at.
I see them on Mona's live at night. They be doing some talking. Her and
Oh, I didn't see that.
these
Simona
ladies.
go live late.
Yeah, late. So when I get up in the night to go to the bathroom, I'm like, okay, who's on? And then let's see, Mona, FR Humphrey, and Peach Nut is on there. Sometimes even what's his name? D Mood's on there sometimes. GT.
Oh, I haven't seen D Mood in the chat in a long time.
Yeah, he hasn't been. He's sometimes in the bushes hiding.
I usually see most of the time I see him is in your live.
Yeah, mine or Planter or now he found that crew because they're the late night crew, so he's over there sometimes too.
Yep, I missed your live. I was actually at my community garden when you were live.
Yeah,
cleaning up. I wasn't there. I was there mostly I was cleaning up, but then one of my neighbors over there, she's been out there for a couple years. She has like 2 plots, and she got her second plot because she said her daughter was in her student. She's a college professor. Were interested in gardening, and then none of them. They came in the beginning, then they didn't. They just fell off. So she was like, I'm thinking about getting rid of it. It's just too much space.
Yeah, she probably should let somebody else.
She ended up
People
giving
want to get into it until they figure out, how much work it is. Yeah.
That's what she said. And I said, it's true. It's very true.
So but yeah. Hard to keep up when
I tell people that like it's rewarding, but it is work.
It is, but I figure you go to the gym, it's the same difference. You're getting that fitness that you want anyway. So
listen,
I think it's better for what you're getting out of it. I think
you could do that in a container, definitely. Artichoke,
artichoke and asparagus. I've never grown artichoke.
I would not do.
How do you prepare it?
You can't, but I don't know about asparagus.
I'm not sure.
I think asparagus.
I have never grown those two things.
More space. Brooke, I think, grew asparagus. I know that
it comes back every year, though, right? He has to leave a space for it because it keeps coming back. Asparagus,
and I think you can't.
I don't know. I ate it. I liked it, but it makes your urine stink. Don't you find it makes? Stinks.
I don't like asparagus.
It makes you like
this must be what grass tastes like. No, I don't like.
And I don't know to do an artichoke. I don't know how to cook an artichoke, so I don't know.
I do like artichoke, but I've never had it fresh. I've only had it in the can where you would add all the stuff that makes it good, like cheese, to make the artichoke dip.
I've had, but I've never, I've seen it in the stores, but I don't know what to do with it.
I've made it before.
Intimidating. I brought artichoke, had 3 in a container. I finally started doing kohlrabi. I made kohlrabi fries. Oh my God.
I like kohlrabi.
They were damn good. I put them in the air fryer, and man, put some ketchup and some hot sauce together. Man, that was good.
I know people always describe it as tasting like cabbage. It's so mild to me. Like it's not like cabbage.
It's milder. It's milder.
So much more milder. So much more.
It's almost in some cases apple. Like, hey, AK lover. I grow in raised beds. It has to be a big container.
That's what I was thinking for asparagus. It needs space. I've never grown it. Hey, and I say this, you never know. Try it because people might think they need that much space because other people have said it.
Hey, GT.
Hey, GT, and you don't.
Yeah, it depends.
Because I've grown things in ways that people probably would not grow themselves, and it grows just fine. And then I watched.
Hey, Erica.
Hey, E. I've
Erica.
showed a couple times in videos when I'm at the community garden, the little Asian family, the couple that's next to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she gave me some purple sweet potatoes yesterday out of her garden. They was out there
That must
harvesting
be good.
yesterday. I can't wait. And
That's
they
what
were
I want to
big.
grow.
They were big. I was about
Okay.
to say how big. They were big.
They're big. Hey, Monique.
Hey,
They were big.
Monique.
I want some of those. Those are very healthy. So I definitely want to try purple sweet
Yes.
potatoes.
I grew
They said
some
tastes so
last
good.
year and they are delicious. But mine didn't get nearly as big as hers did. Like they were probably 4 times bigger than the ones I grew.
Oh, Tixie's
But
doing it in a container, so she's gonna log her journey, and we'll do a video or
that's
sorry,
why I
she'll
said
post her
try it.
result.
You never know. Like
Mhm.
it's worth a try. I absolutely agree it is.
I
But
did
yeah,
those
she
space
gave me
saver
that.
cucumbers, and they were fine in a container, and I got quite a few cucumbers. I have some in the pickling
Mm-hmm.
in a pickle in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
They were not space savers. They were huge.
Yeah. But the couple that I show over there, they grow their pepper plants like very close together.
Mhm.
And those plants were prolific.
Wow.
They had rows of peppers, they had rows of onions, they did rows of clearly they had sweet potatoes. I didn't even know that was over there. They did rows of beans. They had
Hey, Cece.
um they're now doing their brassicas because their their plot is big.
So do they can and preserve food with all the food that they're growing, or do they?
Somebody mentioned, I didn't ask them, but somebody mentioned that they might have a restaurant, and that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so they get fresh ingredients. Okay, and
That
that will
makes a
cut out
lot
the
of sense.
cost of buying them from a wholesale. You see, these people are smart.
Hmm. And
These
they've been
people are
gardening
smart.
out there for like 10 years.
Yep.
But yeah, they
Because
have
they're
a
paying what? How much
system.
is the plot? $20 for the plot? You said for the season.
40 bucks for the year because
So 40 bucks for the
they grow
year.
yearly.
They
Hmm.
provide the water. They probably buy
The
their seeds
mulch
in bulk,
and the compost.
and they buy their seeds in bulk the first year. Now they harvest their own seeds. So what are they
Yep.
paying? Just sweat equity, and they're
Yep.
making mad dough at the restaurant because they can charge more
Yep.
for organic.
Yep. And the
There you
reason
go.
why I said it made sense when somebody mentioned that when they
Hmm.
harvest, they never harvest a lot. Like they harvest a lot, but they don't harvest like all of it. They
Hmm.
take like I see them come out there and I'll see them get like a few baskets of stuff and then they'll be gone. And then they'll
Yeah,
come back another time, but the stuff will be ready, but they won't pull it off the plant. They'll come
until they're
back
gonna
later
use
and
it.
get.
Yeah,
So I was like, that makes sense. They probably absolutely do have a restaurant.
yeah. That would cut their costs down tremendously with those fresh ingredients.
Oh,
Wow.
I could see. Hey, Cece, I could see
My
that,
garden needs
Erica. She
attention.
said
This storm could be destroying it. Yeah,
yeah,
that hurt. Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, I seen Cece. I saw you posted a video recently. I'm trying to remember what it was that you were doing in that
Let me just go
video.
boil the kettle. 1 second.
Uh huh. It was the most recent one. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch the video yet, but I saw the thumbnail, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was something that caught my interest, and now I forgot what it was. Squirrel. But yeah. Erica, how did your watermelons end up doing? Wonder how those turned out. Because I know they were doing well for a while. But yeah. Was it Rashad? What about him? Was it Rashad that did what? But the answer is no, no matter what it is. No, it wasn't the garden tour. I saw the dragon fruit flower, so maybe it was an older video and I thought it was new. Because I'm behind on all y'all content, so it could be that. I asked about, are you being funny, Erica? I asked about your watermelon. Rashad ain't into nothing, fam. Nothing. Girl, I don't know how you do that. Good Lord. I have been doing a Monday drop here lately consistently. That's as good as I can like guarantee. That's as good. Now I might, and that's gonna be a really like slim, might be able to get to a point to do two, but it's hard, y'all. I just be wanting to get stuff done. Like literally, I prepped before I went live. I prepped 2 meals and a breakfast, which is what I almost burned. Um, before I went live, and I chopped up those peppers. And within an hour, not even 2 hours, but I be moving. Like I don't setting up a camera and doing it for content. I have to slow down. I don't work that way when I'm trying to get stuff done. I be trying to.
Mhm.
I have it. I have a system. Like when this gets done, this is going to be done. So I'm gonna be able to put this together and be done with that. Clean up and do the next thing. Da 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 da. Like it's systematic. Editing. I don't do a lot of editing usually, to be quite honest. So y'all, listen,
I need to. That's what's holding me back. The editing.
if y'all ever look at my content like, she didn't want to take that out, nope, because that would require work. Y'all, I'd be like, y'all gonna get all this, all of it. It has to be really bad for me to edit it, or something. I had a malfunction, like something was showing that shouldn't have been, because I had that happen once. I was harvesting and my whole behind. I was like, oh Lord, I ain't feel no breeze. Like I didn't know. But yeah.
Yeah, Cece posts a lot. She's like daily, pretty much. Yeah.
That's what she said.
The last video said she put up the last one, but she went to the community garden.
See, that's what I be doing with the one y'all getting a week.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, the 2
weeks. Been done. They've been done.
Mine are 2 years old half the time, so I'm like way behind.
Oh, God.
2 years ago.
And I know it's just me. It's not the fact that I don't have the content. I do. I could have, like I said, I could have done the preps that I just did. 2 of the things that I made today, nobody's probably even thought about making or made. And well, one of them you might have thought about or even made, but the other one, probably not. But either way, I could have shared the recipes, and yet I was trying to get stuff done. Did y'all hear me say I got 3 things done? Not 4 if I include the peppers that I chopped up, in less than 2 hours. 2 meals prepped, a breakfast prepped, meaning I cooked it and got it ready to go into containers for the week. Well, for some days. In less than 2 hours. I think that's pretty dang good. Hey, Mama Shirley. It'd be me. I'd be doing things and never do video. Listen, that'd be me. It's just the setup. Like I said, I have to slow down. So it has to be a day where I'm not trying to make stuff happen. Like I'm not trying to get stuff done. Because I couldn't go live and say, oh, I'll do it when I get done going live. No, y'all know me. I'll be tired. So I got that stuff done before I went live. I actually didn't even do all of it. I had one more protein that I was going to prep. And I said, you know what? Not today. You didn't make the cut. It'll get prepped in a couple days because it didn't make today's cut. So there's that. If you spend equal time on videos as PP range, I ain't been to the range in weeks, CC. Weeks. I don't even know if I've been in a month. Let's see, because you know I posted on Instagram when I go. I ain't been to the range in a minute. in a minute. Let me see. I went to the range. Y'all stop playing with me. I ain't been to the range since August 31st. Don't come for me again, CC. I ain't been. I ain't okay. I am not okay. I really ain't. Because I need to go to the range. I thought about going today, and my garden took precedent.
I like the video when Lydia you brought Lydia to the range. It was a little clip, but I wanted to see what she was doing.
She didn't do that. Yeah, that was what she did.
That was
when
it.
That was it. She was over it at that point. She was just really nervous, and I get it.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't been since August 31st, so I need to go. And it's people in these 2A streets that think that they could outshoot me. I ain't gonna start calling folks out. I'd rather show people than tell people.
Exactly. Let that speak for itself.
My husband told me.
See, I was looking at the chat. She goes to the range too. Okay.
Who does?
Cece. She said she spends equal time. LOL. I don't know if she's joking or it be me.
No, she was saying if I spent equal time.
I never do video. I don't have patience.
But I haven't been to the range. It's just been life, CC. But you do, Monique. Monique is in
Montreal.
Canada. Can y'all can't get anything but shotguns,
rifles, right? Yeah, rifles and shotguns.
Oh
allegedly, but with all the break-ins, someone's getting them. Just not be us.
They had a bear walk by, so that would be rifle material.
Damn right. And everybody knows I have my axe in my car at any given moment.
You should.
Just tell me when and where.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had to pull out the car today. Never mind.
Yeah, I would definitely take a class, Monique. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would definitely do it. So
a bear?
I think next weekend.
There's a new Glock. Isn't there a Glock? Was it 2A in LA who had a thing of a Glock that had a 50 gauge? Is that real?
Yeah, that wasn't a Glock, was it?
Everybody.
No. Hey, Carbon. What was it? 2A? Because I like that. It could take a bear down.
Which one? What are you?
I don't know who I was watching, but
maybe it was. I don't know.
There's a new. Maybe it's not a Glock, but there's a new one. It's usually now it comes in a 50 gauge.
No, I just know. I just was trying to think.
I was like, yeah, it was a huge ammo, huge. It's on an elephant.
It was a Glock. He said it is a 50 cal Glock.
Yes, it is. They're telling you.
I don't remember.
2A in LA had that, right? Hi, everybody. Yeah. How you doing? I'm sorry, Gina. I was working out. I had to go take a shower.
You okay?
Hi, everybody in the chat. Hi, Urban.
How are you doing, girl?
I haven't seen you live in forever.
I was live. Yeah, I've been busy. It's been out of hand over here, but it's calming down now.
Okay, cool.
Calming down.
Joe Biden said get a 10mm, Urban.
Who's getting 10mm? I want to take you, your mama, your grandmother, everybody out one time.
Oh,
allegedly.
I like it, Urban. I like it.
Allegedly. I don't want to leave no room for nothing. All of you.
She brought all the energy, and then she said, allegedly.
Everybody, how y'all doing? Oh man, what a crazy!
I don't think they believe the allegedly part.
Yeah, allegedly.
God.
But yeah,
what are we? Is it? Thanks, Cece. Hold on.
I don't think.
But that one looks very like if you live in a bear country, moose country, whatever. That 50.
Yeah,
that's what you need. That's exactly what you need. I don't think you should be playing around with anything lower than that.
Y'all know Q makes appearances every now and again.
Every now and again.
I better enjoy. She don't come up in here that much. Duh.
Dun da da. Mhm.
Hi, everybody. Who is hot in here?
I
Hey,
know
G3, how you doing? Cece, thank you. Is it better, Cece? I don't know.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. I was rushing. Oh my gosh. What a crazy
Well,
day.
then,
I'm trying to get you a 50 cal, Monique. You don't need that 50 cal.
I want to taste mousse.
Baby
Yeah.
step.
Moose.
Cece wants to taste some mousse. I
Cece.
don't know.
Is that meat? Isn't it?
I don't
No.
know. I don't remember. I know somebody. I think it was deer they had. They got hit by a deer. I think in the car, but they ended up getting the meat. But I don't think it was a moose. I don't think moose. Does moose taste good?
I don't know.
GT, does it taste good? You're in Alaska.
Yes, better. Cece said better.
Not interested.
Yeah, I don't want to taste it either.
I'm too picky when it comes to meat to begin with, and then you want to throw down the.
I'm thinking about my meat. I have moose here as well.
I know. Don't
You said
Gina
it,
always putting it right, landing the plane right for them to say something.
You said it. Oh, you see.
Monique said it's all right.
I don't know. Do you see people are trying to return their toilet paper and and all the items that they want? Like, what is going on in this world?
Listen, that's why I tell y'all, like, I stay prepped.
Here,
Exactly.
Hi, everybody.
I stay prepped. I don't, when people be like, even when the pandemic hit, when people was running out for stuff, I was sitting here painting my nails. How about that?
Right. You're right. Oh Lord, what does it? Costco put a sign up saying we're not taking back.
No returns. Exactly. You bought all 50 packs of them, keep them.
Right. Keep the same energy.
Exactly, but they said they were going strike in January. So what is the purpose in you return it now? You might as well just keep it and then start stocking up on other stuff. Right.
Just in case.
People don't have good old common sense anymore. They're just really, I don't know what's wrong with them.
No.
I don't know.
Well, what I am going to add to my preps is a chainsaw, because those chainsaws save those people life out there. Just cutting down those trees, I think I didn't have one, but I'm going to get one now because I have a lot of trees around by me. Watching those videos with those people really shows you a lot in which you don't have in your preps. I'm sorry, I got to go put the fan on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah,
right. That's what I felt like going through
my
not having power.
I was surprised you even stayed at home with no power, to be honest with you, Gina.
I slept with my friend.
I really thought
Rashad doesn't
you
count.
slept with your friend.
Rashad didn't. He wasn't in the bed either. Wasn't no room for him.
What?
No, he was not one of my friends. No, these friends was cold and hard.
Cold and hard. Oh God! There you go again, just landing that plane.
That's right.
Right.
I did that one on purpose. I did that one on purpose.
Don't get.
I didn't know those went hand in hand.
They typically don't.
Rashad stays on charge. She has him on the charger at all times.
No,
Right.
not anymore.
He's
He wasn't.
The sky would be falling, and Gina's like, "Come on, let's go in the back room."
Let's go. Let's go hiding in the closet. She said Rashad stay strapped.
I like cold and hard friends.
This is you better call Hatcher.
Erica comes on.
No. I came on, we were talking about chainsaws, and I was about to say, yes, I need to replace my chainsaw. Gina talking about some other stuff. I don't know what's going on.
And
Right. That was not her cup.
Shelly said, pause.
oh my God. But you
I-
do need a
I
chainsaw
do.
because over here when the trees went down, there was nobody came to help you. You were on your own until they had
Yeah.
time. So we cleared the trees. Well, not me, but the men cleared the trees themselves.
Yeah.
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 So it's
I
good
can
to
see
Yeah.
I don't have a regular chainsaw. I just have that small one that company sent me.
So do I. That little.
Oh
thing
no,
put-
you need a bigger one.
But I don't have any trees.
Yeah, you
I
don't
have
have your yard is perfect.
yeah, I don't
Let me
have
tell you,
any
these
no.
storms are killing my garden. I have to really like fix my garden up.
I
What's
heard
wrong?
you
Like the
say
rain?
that.
Is it the rain or
Like with the wind and the rain and everything.
it's
So
sucking everything in?
it's like all my plants are like limp. Let me change the
Yeah, they're
subject.
drop. I know, limp. It's okay. It'll dry out soon. I don't think there's calling for any. Are there any more storms in the forecast? I don't think so, right? I think the
Yeah,
forecast is
yeah, we're getting
clear.
one Tuesday,
Oh,
Wednesday.
shoot.
We're getting one. Hmm.
She is CC Monique, you crazy. I saw your comment. And Jova says, seriously, remember if you get a chainsaw, make sure you know how to maintain it.
Yeah, I think I want one though. Those people, I'm so proud of them because they was like, "F the system, y'all not gonna help us. We're gonna help ourselves." And I thought that
Yeah.
was like the big takeaway from that. They were up there with mules.
I know, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
Horses?
like I would have never thought, right? But they did. They did what they had to do to go help their own community. And I think we should, like, all communities should actually take a look at that and be like, "Hey, I think we need to have a meeting.
A meeting. I know. We have a meeting.
Let's get our shit together." Because if they didn't do that, there's still so many people missing, right?
Yeah.
From what
Yeah,
people.
there's that one town. They said there's 200 people missing in the what is it? Asheville.
Mhm.
Is it
Wow.
North Carolina or South Carolina? One of them two.
It's North.
There's 200 people missing. North Carolina. The whole town went underwater.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
But then look at
Yeah.
Atlanta. Atlanta had not only the hurricane, but they also had that whole factory with the chemicals. They got
The
like,
gas leak.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
Yeah, they
that's,
had a gas leak in Atlanta. What
mhm.
was it? A train that
It
was
was a
that
chemical
was
plant,
right.
a chemical plant that blew up. They had 6
that blew up.
fires that blew up. Prior to that, that particular factory is the Kick Factory, and it does chemical pool supplies and house cleaning items. How they cleared the air from that? Wait, let's go back because when they did the fire, when they put the fire out, they used water. Water ignited the chemicals, and then it went back up again. So now all of that is pouring in the air. How you clear that out so quick is beyond me. But people in Florida said they're feeling it now. It was a chem plant right Whiteside. Whiteside was right next to
This
it.
hey Whiteside, hey Big Dog.
This cloud moved through fast. Community's temperature still at shake.
I
Yeah.
can't see the chat, but hello everybody.
That's why I was trying to put them
But
up on the
Cece, I am
screen.
still gardening.
Yep. And then there's 4 more hurricanes coming through. I think 2 that they're really watching because it's changing course and getting really strong. But they said when it hits land that it might fizzle out a little bit. But the wind that's surrounding it is what they're really worried about.
I hope it fizzles out because this is enough.
No, it's the other two are just done with us. One the what was it? Kirk was thought they was gonna hit us, but it's gone into Europe now.
You
And
breaking,
then
Eric, you breaking up? Say it again. Uh-oh.
She froze.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so
Milton
Am
will
I
be
back?
at February 4
Am
or
I good now?
5.
yeah.
No,
I get you, but you still froze.
Your
Hello?
audio is good, but your face is frozen.
She gonna come back, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she was telling me earlier that they have one about to come through again. So
Mhm.
y'all just definitely keep our community in your thoughts as this happens because this is normal. But it's their normal weather pattern this type of time of year. But that doesn't mean it's like it's not affecting them.
Yeah, it's effective. Now, all the stuff that they just had happen, now another set of tornadoes come through. It just gets worse and worse and worse. I think like we have a dam here, and it's 100 years old in Tennessee, and they were saying that it could withstand another storm. So that's something to look out for. on our end. So I don't know. A lot of these dams are old as hell.
Yeah.
Considering that, these agencies are getting so much money into turnaround in disaster times and not have anything to give to your own citizens is like crazy to me, right? Like $750, that's not disrespectful. And some buildings should be burned. I'm just
every time I'm like I be seeing people posting about it now, and I'm like, what's new? This is nothing new. Every time there's a disaster, they reach out to all it's been so many people from outside communities that will bring in water, bring in food, bring in stuff, supplies. Usually the town that's being hit and the government ain't coming to help them. Like, it's usually us who are bringing in the things to help. It's always been that way. It's nothing new.
Always.
I think we really our communities need to be much stronger. Like, that community came together, and I think when it happens to any other community, we should be able to do, like, say, up the system, since you're not going to help us, and just maintain our own. It was sad. Excuse me, hold on a second. It was sad to see that hospital people on top of the roof waiting for somebody to come get them. Can you imagine the elderly people that couldn't get to the top of that roof, or the babies that they couldn't get? Like, loss of life could have been prevented had they we have all this technology, but we can't create a road or a bridge. But we could do all kinds of dumb shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but it was frustrating watching that. But you gotta realize that you are just, we have. We gotta get it together.
But what's also a problem is that we don't come together as a community until this happens. Like, those same people, before it happens and even after, will still go back to their respected spaces and not be more community driven. But some people just are naturally community driven. Like, that's just their natural instinct to watch out for their community, even if they're doing it without being where the people even know it's happening. Like, if you pay attention to how your neighbors move, just to know if something's out of the norm. Some people just naturally do that. Some people just don't pay it. They like, look, that ain't my business. They just don't pay attention to any of that. But then when something happens, they are grateful that the people who notice that there's a pattern difference come through and help, but then they don't change their way of moving.
Right.
To be more community.
It usually takes something bad to happen for people to put all of their, feelings and everything to the side and maintain on working on what that goal is, which is to survive. And I thought the points of having so many things, like each person having certain items in their house, was such an aid to getting help to those people, where they could just little communities and go out. Like, they had the people cutting trees, got the guy with the meals, they had the helicopters flying, and this is also civilian based. I'm not saying that the agencies weren't there, but they should be the ones that's doing all of that, because you do it for all these other places.
I agree.
You were designed to be here to help these people, us right here, right now. And that's crazy. They're saying they have 500 body bags. They went through 500 body bags, but when you look at the numbers, it's under 200. Unalived people. That's not making sense. You're lying to people on top of being disrespectful. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Get together in your communities and talk and see, what you can come together with.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, Tori.
But I'm getting me a chainsaw. Hey, Tori. I want a chainsaw, and
I need a what you call it, a power bank. I need a
generator. Oh, a generator.
Definitely, I don't have that, and I've been seeing that left and right on social media. People dropping off generators, and you need some kind of power. Otherwise, yeah.
And like people, the diabetic people, they couldn't get their insulin. We have drones that drop stuff off. Like, y'all could have just put stuff in and drop it to the areas where you can't get through. All of this, it's airspace. Which brings me to this point.
All this red tape all of a sudden, right? But then the criminals are doing whatever all the time.
That's crazy. Like, you didn't call in and ask for disaster relief. Oh, you have to. How are they emailing you or calling for all this stuff when they're going through all of this at one time. This is crazy that people could look at human life and just be like, "Well, did you send the email? Did you?"
Exactly.
That's nuts to me. But I guess that's the way the world girl goes. It's
It
just
just
crazy.
shows you the disrespect. It's like, make sure you have your own stuff in order, because they don't give two craps about
They
what you're
don't.
dealing with or how you're going to get out. They don't care.
And we're just even talking about we're thinking about adults. Think about children who
Kids.
need their medications.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's small children out there who could be, really suffering because they can't get what they need to
Mhm.
survive. That's crazy.
Bedridden people. They're saying like if these people have homeowner insurance, they're not getting the 750. Pretty much, if you own a home, 9 times out of 10 you might have homeowners insurance. So you're basically saying none of these people getting that 750.
Pretty much. And the insurance is not going to cover if you don't
Right.
have flood damage. And it's not a flood zone, so they probably didn't have flood damage. So they're not getting nothing anyways. Like, you're really just disrespectful.
Yeah, Jova. That
Well,
Iridium. Mhm.
No, I was just going to say that when you live in a certain zone, and because they get hurricanes, they probably pay a premium to have insurance to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, a very hefty one. Just like people who live in a flood zone, they pay more than a person like myself who doesn't. So that's the whole purpose of you paying more, is that they will pay out when this stuff happens if you have damages. Now I know here for us, the 55,000 that they said, it could have been more, but 55,000 people that were without power. If you lost food, they were actually giving EBT cards for you to be able to restock if you lost, your food. At least that's what they said. I don't know for
They
if that
said,
happens.
how do you get that though? You just go and apply and they give you the card, or is there red tape to go through?
Well, it probably is a little bit of red tape, who knows? But you were supposed to just have to, apply. I don't know what proof you had to show that you actually lost your food. I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy, but y'all stay prepped up. If y'all bought stuff, don't return it because they might be going on strike in January.
Yep.
So
And my thing is, stay prepped. Like, don't go by when the news tells you that this
exactly.
is happening.
Do it when it's quiet, when it's
Right.
calm and
Just
peaceful.
do it normally.
Yeah.
Then what they say, stay ready, so you don't have
You
to
don't have to get ready. Yeah.
Exactly.
Stay ready.
Stay ready, because they're not going to tell you next time in January, oh,
Right.
we're going to be, no, they're just going to say strike.
Right. Mm-hmm.
If it happens then,
months.
because it may not happen in January, and it may happen in February. Who knows?
It may happen in November. Look, we still got a whole thing going on here. Like, don't let them rock you to sleep and
Nope.
you be like, oh, that's pushed back. No, keep your
I'm
stuff.
canning beans. I'm just going to be canning beans every day, canning beans.
That's why I said I need to do that.
I'm just watching her
some beans.
recipe. Yep, rice. Okay, beans. Okay, canning that too.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
Don't need no more announcements. Don't need no more warnings. Like, we've been warned enough. Like, get it together.
I'm trying to tell you,
They're trying to come and help you.
they're playing, like they're playing with you. They're like, oh, this is gonna happen, and then they do something to stop it right there, and then you're like, so you don't believe them when they say something else has happened, and then that'll be the very time when all hell breaks loose. So don't let them play with you. They could play chicken with somebody else. You keep your stuff, and just get ready, stack, because who wants to be running around? Again, toilet paper. I went shopping. I picked up some stuff. I didn't have to go crazy, but that toilet paper I was empty as hell. And I was like, this is crazy. The cans were filled. The cans were buy one, get one free. I'm like, that's what you guys are supposed to be. You like, go over there and pick that up. Yeah, people just, they can't shop. It is true.
And my thing is, I was just telling Erica this when we were talking earlier, because we were talking about canning beans. But I was like, even if you're not you're not a person who has a canner and you can do that, buy them. Just keep canned beans on your shelf.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those people like, well, I don't have the room to have this stored up. Like I told her, I bought one of those over the door shoe organizer things, the little mesh ones. and I have my candy jars in those just to see how they will hold up in something like that. They do. I have one here in my office. I have 2 of them in the basement and on different doors in the basement because I have a couple of rooms that are offsetting the basement, actual basement area, so they're not like where people would see it anyway. They'll hold jars, so clearly they'll hold cans. Put it on the back of your bedroom door. Who cares what's on the back of your bedroom door?
Right.
If it's gonna save your life, if something happens.
That's true. If you can't do canning, get freeze dried stuff. You could buy a whole bunch of stuff freeze dried. Takes very little room. It's lightweight. So if you don't have, if you want to put it on top of things or put it in buckets and put it away, just get you like a bookshelf and just stack your bookshelf with a whole bunch of stuff. You're good and keep it.
Hey.
Keep it. Yep.
People say they don't have room, and they have room.
Yeah,
I have a family member who had a storage unit for how many years, and we told them, let go of the stuff because what you're paying for, you could have repurchased that 12 times over. Well, the unit got infested with mice and rat, whatever else was in the unit, so they had to throw away 3 truckloads full of stuff. All the money you spent on the storage is probably thousands of dollars. The items that you were saving are now garbage. Like we say, you're not using your priority, you're not prioritizing properly. You have room, you have space, you have money, but it's the way you're using it that you're not willing to budge from. 3 truckloads full of to dump. Expensive stuff. We said give it to someone who's going to enjoy it. Right now is not the time, and they wouldn't give it away.
Right.
Sell it. No. Memorabilia. Well, where's it now in the dump?
Right. I be telling my best friend that back up in New York, she got like 2 storage units and she hasn't touched the stuff. And her thing is one day she's gonna sell it or give it away. Girl, you haven't touched it or seen it in the last 3-4 years. If you haven't seen it or touched it, then you don't need it. Get rid of it. You waste.
I bet you there's mice in there too. Well, these units attract the rodents. So you go in there and see what's in there. Nothing but doo-doo and piss.
It don't make no sense.
That's
thousands of dollars. You know how much money you could have bought a house by now with all that money you spent in the storage units.
Right. Put on Facebook Market, got mad money from that.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that was a lesson. I'm like, note to self. Like I'm doing my garage cleaning out. If you're not using it, let somebody else enjoy it. Don't be so covetous, like, oh, it's mine. No, let somebody else have it.
Right.
Yep. I have purged 3 of those big storage bin things with the lids. I have 3 of them that I've already purged from. I have 1 left in this closet because I want everything out of this closet because it was just stuff that I was saving for whatever reason. Like, I'm like, if I haven't gone in those containers in all this time,
let it go. Exactly.
Yeah,
I can let it go. And when you need it, we'll get a link from Erica on Amazon, and then we'll get it for cheap. So don't worry.
Right, because Erica's going back onto Amazon.
Exactly. So we're fine. We'll get it cheap.
That's fine.
I don't need to go. I take to go back to what I told you from a long time when you were on there. Don't show it to me.
But did it help you with your preps? But did it help you with your prepping?
It did, but it didn't help it didn't help me with my budgeting.
I got a canner, I got a vacuum sealer for the drawers. I got a flashlight.
I got the flashlights. I got the radio thing. I got
the radio, the hand crank radio.
I have a cutlass. I have an axe. All kind of stuff over here now.
Man, listen, we had to do our bug out bags for the last hurricane because when we have the hurricanes or just normal rainstorms, we always have the tornadoes. Like when I seen how many knives and machetes and everything else that we have, I was like, this don't make no sense.
All because of me.
We got more knives and machetes than anything else.
All because of me.
Hi, girls. How you doing?
Hi, Ann. How are you?
Hi, Carbon.
Hi, Annie. How are you?
Ooh. I like that right there.
Get out of here. Goodness.
I like that right there. Now, you know what I mean?
Bye.
Always the best.
I'm talking to the girls.
Hey, Urban. Hey, Gigi.
Hey.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Joe
hey,
Bob.
hey.
Hey, Miss Shirley. Hey, everybody. Hey, Cece. Anybody else you want to say hi to so we can continue our conversation? I'm just saying.
Kicking me all that quick.
I'm just saying. This is in the middle of the conversation. So, do you guys have your candles and stuff? Did you have candles, Gina? That's what I want to ask you. You had your
I
candles?
did, and I had to use them as well.
I don't have. Yeah, I think I need to. I don't have. I have the fragrant candles, but I don't have.
You know, like
I had votives.
I have
I had a lot of them. I had some votives, some small votives, and I had the
tall ones.
long ones. Yeah.
I have like 50 candles, and they all like halfway. So I told Billy I have to melt them down to make one to condense them. So that's what I plan on doing sometime this week.
Oh, I'm gonna get a net suit because they said those the hornets in North Carolina was stinging all the people. They were all over the place.
What kind of suit are you getting?
The net suit for those bugs.
Oh.
Oh.
Said the hornets were attacking them. Yeah. But what did I say? Net suit? Yeah. The net, like a net.
Yeah.
Yeah, the net suit. So they were attacking the people that was coming up there to help them. It's like, this is crazy. It's one thing after the next.
Man.
I'm adding that to my collection too. I had like the little hood thing, but can you imagine them biting all over and you're like, what in the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's crazy. You dealing with
nature, yeah, and everyone's displaced. Bugs, it's unfortunate. So everyone's on edge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually have a couple. I think I have like 4 solar panels. I've never pulled out the box yet.
Right.
Wait, I don't even understand that comment right now. How you was just with no electricity, solar panels in box? Gina, just put yourself in time out right now. So you had no electricity
in the garage. I'm like, I got a box in there with. I think it has.
So you have solar panels that you can put in your windows to collect to charge your generators.
I only have a generator.
But that's not the point. That you have the solar panels that you could put in the freaking window. This is why me and Gina argue all day, y'all. Because stuff like this.
She be clicking and don't remember what she bought.
That's the problem, Urban. I've had them for so long.
I'm enjoying listening to Erica get at you because that was us last year. So I'm just saying quietly, get it in. that was us last year.
But I know I'm unpredictable. I know I do things and it's a little crazy when I do them. But Gina, I expected better from you. I expected better.
Your expectations are too high. Listen, until I just read in the comments about solar, I was like, oh, I got solar panels in the garage.
Journey said,
why is your solar panels in the garage, but your generator is next to you? That's where I'm confused. They go hand in hand. It's not like you got to have them together in the same room.
You didn't get desperate where she really needed.
I had only used my generator at the community garden up until I had no power. Because I would use it to
but then no power. Okay. So how did you guys anywho?
Anybody know about Starlink? We're looking into getting a Starlink.
I don't know what that is.
The Starlink, Jova? What is the Starlink?
It's the phone.
The Starlink.
Elon. Right now, they're saying that's helping them out a lot out there, but they're not allowing them to use it because they don't want pictures or information to get out or some nonsense like that.
But
But
it's a phone. Is that what you're saying? It's a
yeah,
phone.
Elon Musk Starlink. It's
I don't know.
communications, all of that.
So no, I need to get a better two-way radio and a ham radio. I gave away my ham radio, but that's besides the point.
Great.
But my two-way radios, they're not. I need to get new ones. So I'm on a hunt for that.
Are you looking at that Rapid Radio?
I'm not looking at anything, Carbon.
Yeah, look at Rapid Radio.
I have to redo my preps this year, next year. Well, I was gonna wait till next year, but the way these hurricanes are coming back to back in Florida, and I think I need to get my whole life together. So,
How long has this Starlink thing been a thing? I'm looking at it online. That's why I'm looking down. I had never heard of it. Is this new?
It's one of the things that they were trying. That Elon actually sent it out to the people from the hurricanes.
When the storm happened.
Yeah, so they can establish communication. If I'm not mistaken, it's on a satellite, so they don't really have to worry about the internet.
So that's crazy you said that, Carbon, because at the hotel we have a lot of you call that internet people staying with us, right? They do they still consider as a phone company, and there's just like, yo, your electric lines, they're just there. They don't actually work, y'all.
Wow.
They're explaining that they have to keep them up because they're in contract, but everything right now is based off of satellite and Wi-Fi. Everything. There's just like, so when you think your phone, your house line is actually on that line, it's not. It's running off the Wi-Fi now. So most of the South where I'm at, our internet has been very glitchy, and our cell phones, because it's the same Wi-Fi connection, right? So then I was talking to I was like, yo, when y'all gonna get this telephone lines and the Wi-Fi? They said, girl, that lines are just there because of contract. They said, y'all gonna notice it slowly. The line's gonna come down slowly. They're not gonna make a dramatic change because it's gonna put everybody in a panic. There's a site, but basically, if you don't have Wi-Fi, you're gonna be disconnected from the world. So he was basically saying like everything is gonna be satellite and Wi-Fi, just about everything, and the charges are gonna go up.
I'm just looking at how much this Starlink is.
Right.
Ooh.
And if it's been around for decades, not saying it hasn't, but if it's been around for decades, Joe Bob, why are we just now really hearing about it?
Because I just told you, Gina. Because everything's going off of land.
But that doesn't make sense still to why we're just now hearing about it.
Because a lot of people don't want to get off of a line.
I get that, but to not even hear about it, who I'm not a person who even has been able to make a decision not to get off of something because I've never heard about it.
He said drop the link because I need to hear about that packet change for
it's pocket. That's pocket change for you, Gina.
Oh, I can't even see.
No. So now I gotta look it up. If it's pocket change for Gina, it's a whole kidney for me.
It ain't. Y'all saw my face. It ain't. Don't listen to him. He needs to put more money in the chat so I could pay my electric bill. While my power wasn't on.
Make it rain, 2A.
He's staying there talking crap.
Right.
I have questions.
Right. That's crazy. That means they could shut us down whenever they want to.
Right.
That's easy.
Right.
I don't know if I like that.
I think that
But that's part of CB radios too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing him coming in. You stay on some petty energy.
That's just the shipping.
Right. Hey, Jovi. Low,
Hey,
Earth, low
you got-
Earth orbit.
Yeah. Hey, so real quick, your Starlink was started by Elon Musk, and he just put up all those satellites. They're geostationary satellites and everything else, right? So
Right.
your Iridium and your Thuraya, the satellite telephone's been around for 2 decades, actually over 2 decades and everything else. So the problem was they was real expensive because to get bandwidth and get time on satellites is expensive. You have to pay for that, right? The beauty about Starlink, it's a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites that's geostationary, so it's a network. So if you're on there right now, they have a cell, and I'm not plugging this by any means, right? Right now they have a cell for the roaming package. It's like $4.99, and it's like $120 a month for 50 gigabytes. Sounds like a lot, but the beauty is you pay as you use it. So if you don't use it, you're not paying $120 a month. So if you're in a place where you have an emergency, you travel overseas, whatever, you can just go up on it, right?
Oh.
In the military, they used to have this thing called a BGAN. It's a broad area global network, right? It's a satellite dish, bounces up to a satellite. You get all your communications, cable, video, all that stuff, right? You know, you see the movies where those super secret spies, they'll whip out a antenna array and they'll start talking and everything else, calling the bomb strike. That shit's existed for the last 30, 40, 45 and a half years. Again, the beauty of it is not dependent on cell towers, because we know in a natural disaster, cell towers go down, cell towers get overloaded, right? Electricity goes down. I need electricity to power a cell tower. This is powered via satellites, right?
Okay.
We have a network of low Earth orbit geostationary satellites. And everyone that knows anything about satellites, they move. So you get good reception, bad reception. That's why you have to take your satellite TV dish network and point it at a certain area and have a clear, unobstructed view. With your low Earth orbit satellites, you don't need all that. And there's a network of them. So it's one of those things, your backcountry adventurers and everything else, they use them a lot. It's just something that's not popular. If you have an iPhone 16, they have an emergency feature on there where if you don't have cell signal, you can send a text message via satellite. And that's live now.
Okay.
Right. So check with your cell phone companies and everything else. Also, iPhone 12s and above, they have dual SIM technology. So they have
I need you to talk about Androids. I'm an Android.
all right, even Androids also have dual SIM technology where you can have an eSIM. So if you need to have 2 telephone numbers, you can do that. But again, get your communications game up to speed. Nothing's foolproof. Nothing's 100%, but have options.
Yeah. Because that was another thing that I learned when I was talking to them, because most of the Tallahassee, Valdosta, and certain parts of like South Georgia or whatever, they had no electricity. These guys had to absolutely stand there and get paid buku money just to keep the towers powered.
Yep.
And when the satellite hit, it can, when it connected with the satellite, it boosted itself. But if the satellite did turn or anything, they had to stand there and actually powered it up. And that's what they was getting paid to do. And I was like, well, how do I get this job? Because I want to stand there for somebody's $30, $40 an hour, just powering something up.
Erica, I would venture to say, just remember, you have to go out and work in the worst conditions. So
I know.
It's all glamour life until you're out there. It's thundering, it's storming, electricity.
Yeah.
You know, you got hot wires and water, right? Electricity and water don't mix.
Yep.
So, and I would say if you're able to do it, if you got a network you can develop and build, get a generator. Don't go get like a real generator, like one that's 1.1 kilovolts. That's going to power 2-3 houses. It'll power a compound. Get your, whether you get a Thuraya or Iridium, get something where you can communicate and it's not based on local cell. Local cell towers go down.
Yeah.
They go down for a number of reasons. Maintenance, they go down for birds, they go down for everything. That satellite is independent of that, right? You can communicate. Even in an emergency, if you decide to go backcountry skiing, you're out there lost, or you go hiking in the woods and you get lost with no cell service, you can always go back up on that satellite, right?
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a natural disaster, because remember, you get some jackass like me get pissed off, I'll start jamming satellite cell phone signal, right? Your cell phone's working on 5.2 megahertz, 2.6 megahertz, and everything else. You can buy a jammer or you can build a jammer, and now you have nothing. But if you got a sat phone, you can always go up.
Right.
So I'm not preaching doom and gloom, but I think this hurricane was an eye-opener. The stuff that happened in Asheville, North Carolina was over 5 miles from where the hurricane touched down. It's
What was the kilowatts you said for the generator?
Say again?
What was the kilowatts or whatever for the generator?
If you get like a 1.1 kVW, and those are like big generators, right? You can get them surplus. The military sells them surplus and everything else. The good side with those is they'll power a lot. The bad side is you need to learn how to go and repair that thing and do some maintenance on it. So most people can't do that. That's why you develop a network with people that's mechanically inclined, people that can cook, people that can raise food and everything else. So you're not a one-trick. You can't do it all by yourself. The smaller generators you find at like Harbor Freight, Sam's Club, and everything else, those are good too. But you have to know how to maintain it, because something's only going to last for so long.
Yep.
Lubricants and not
lubricants.
Yeah, and not in a Diddy way, right? So all the capacitors, like all
now that baby oil.
Yeah, but seriously, all those capacitors on the telephone poles and everything else, those are heat sinks. Those are filled with mineral oil. Mineral oil burns, right? So that's also something to think about. I can't make book on it. I can't call it, but it might get a lot worse than a couple of hurricanes and everything else. You got the trifecta. You got natural disasters, you got political uncertainty, and you got strikes and everything else. And you're also dealing with a migrant illegal population that's scaring people.
Yep.
That's true. And if they get everything that they want from this strike, who's to say that other unions won't go on strike to get the same thing? So you can see shutdowns in a whole lot of other areas that you may not be expecting.
True. Yeah. Thanks for explaining that, Joe, because I have not heard of it.
Yeah. Hey, no worries.
Everything.
I know.
You guys got jokes. Hurricane got jokes.
No, that ain't jokes.
No, I'm just saying that's true. You know a little bit of everything, and I love it.
But hey, also with your chainsaws and stuff like that, if you get one, make sure you get like spare chains, because they get dull, and a dull chainsaw will hurt you. It will hurt you. So, but yeah. Hey, again, thanks for having me on. You guys get back to it.
Thank you.
And I left that comment up there because some people in the chat may not be that familiar with Whiteside Tactical. And I have said many times, I did the medical trauma class here. I have seen only pictures and video of Whiteside Tacticals, and I know I want to do theirs. Like, what I did was nothing. It's just not the same. It was a good class, but it's not the same. So he said that they said that they do, if it's dealing with comms or medical, they can teach it. So just FYI, guys.
I feel like if I go to Atlanta, I get a gas mask at this point. I don't even want to go to Atlanta until I get a gas mask. There's just so much going on up there.
Mhm.
You don't have
Okay,
a gas mask? I pictured you with a gas mask already.
thank
No, I
you.
didn't get.
It was a panda mask. Maybe I'm confusing things.
Yeah.
I had a panda mask, but I had the panda mask. And it's that time of the year. It's coming back downstairs, Urban.
Oh,
I got a unicorn. This year we're gonna use the unicorn.
I do too, Joe Biden. Joe Biden says he highly recommends. And
Oh,
y'all,
for
we
sure.
not joking when we said Joe
Oh,
Biden
yeah.
knows a lot. Like that's why when he said drop the link, I'm like, he's about to school us because Joe
Mhm.
Biden. Well, he will dive deep into the information of different things, and if he's going to share, you're going to learn.
Well, let's talk about the
I
gas
gotta
mask
have
for
a
real,
pen and
though.
paper.
What's the
I'm
filtration
being
that we should be
serious.
getting as a minimum?
You know, I don't know all that. I just know when to buy.
Or Joe,
And
let me check what mine is. Hold on, because I have one here. Hold on, let me find it.
Give me one. I'm trying to drop White Side's link. Give me 1 second.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Carmen, who are you looking sexy for? I just wanted to say that, like, since the beginning of this, when you came up.
No, when I
Like-
came in, okay, I was outside working out. So when I came back in, I was just hot
Oh.
and sticky, and I needed to jump in the shower real quick. This is
Oh,
sexy. Thank you. And then I got super hot, and I was like, God, it's hot in here. I was like, Jesus, hot. Let me see.
I haven't worked out in like a week. It's been like a week. I think it was just a week.
I have, but I haven't been on my routine that I'm usually on. I've been doing my morning workout, but not my afternoon.
It says
I will.
P100. You know what that means, somebody? Jova, P100.
P100.
Asbestos and lead respirator. I don't know if it's going to do.
No, I'm
Miss-
sorry. I'm talking to the dog.
That one is
Fumes,
like
lead,
one of those
and
construction.
fumes.
Yeah.
I don't know what to buy. I just bought this because I thought whatever it would do something.
He said,
And then
make
the
sure the
cartridges.
filters and masks you get are appropriately rated, i.e., chemical,
Chemical,
radiological, or nuclear.
Nuclear.
Who's getting nuclear? What's going on? What?
Girl, the way this thing is going, I'm
Well,
telling
I
you,
have
it's so
Asbestos
leaks
and lead. I don't
everywhere.
have
Said that won't do anything for chemicals. The one you have, Iris.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the one
Lord
you
have
have is
mercy.
just for construction.
So I need something more. What the hell?
Yeah. Those are those like $1,000 ones.
Joe Biden, send us something in the group message. I don't know. I don't think Urban's in it, but we can send it to Urban.
Okay.
I had to think. That's why I was stuck. I was slowing down. I'm like trying to think of who's all in there. It's the one with the elves.
Oh, we gotta throw Urban in there. Urban's gonna get
Sounds
sick of
like
all our
It's
different
the
groups.
elves. So I was thinking like, who's all in that chat?
Just leave you in Carbon,
Carbon.
Yeah.
but we gotta throw Urban in that one.
That won't do anything for chemical. Oh Lord. Sit my butt at home.
What's
Then.
that?
This is the filter. I can't remember the name of
The
it.
filter for her mask.
Yeah, that's this
Whoa.
gas mask go on the side. But this is the one for everything. I forgot. What is it called again? I forgot completely.
How much you pay for that set though?
This I got on the mask. Got it a while ago. I think my mask was like 200. This was like at that time it was C19, so I think I had got this and it was like 60. It was either 40 or $60.
But was it on sale? Because Carbon would just buy something just to.
Oh no, this one was on sale. This is the full face respirator. That's not the same thing.
Okay.
But this is the gas mask. So definitely get that. I can't remember where I got it from, the company that I got it from, but you can either do it from both sides or down here. No, not down here, from the both sides.
So
This
you
is-
can't have one mask that does everything. You have to have two separate. Like
I mean, if you have this, you really don't need this,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? So this is like
yeah.
right, yeah. But I just got it just in case because the filters for these are expensive. They're going like $80 now, plus
Yeah.
just one, and they don't last a long time. And if you're going to be traveling for like walking or traveling or anything like that, you're going to need a couple of these. But this one does everything. So yeah, I got to go back and look at it and I'll tell you. That won't do anything for chemicals. The respirator won't do anything for
No, the one that I have, I think the one I was talking about wouldn't do nothing. That's just for, I guess, basic. I could do the chicken coop and dust and stuff, but not
Yeah.
chemical.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I forgot what's it called. I used to know it, I just forgot it. There's so much stuff going on, but this covers everything pretty much. I just got to get some more of them. I have that. I think I seen the video of the guy in Atlanta. He had on his gas mask and he said, I don't really think this is doing anything. And I was like, maybe it might be his filter that he's using the wrong filter. Really pay attention to the filter.
Let me say this real quickly because Gina and I talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Just because we mention certain things don't mean you have to run out and get it.
That part.
This is to know what's going on in your town, your city, your state. Like, let's be realistic. What's going on here in Atlanta may not be going on what's going on in Ohio. Just look at your local news and really pay attention to what's going on in your area and prep according to your area. Because my prep and Carbon's prep or Gina's prep or even Urban's prep, we're all prepping differently. Because we're not all going through the same thing at the same time. But I like to hear what they're prepping because if there's something going on in their town or their city, their state, whatever it is, 9 out of 10 later on or months later or a year later, it's going to happen in my town. If you guys really pay attention, things either go from the south to the north or the north to the south, depending on which way the wind wants to blow. So understand, just don't make it seem like we're asking you guys to go out here and buy gas mask or start a
Bam was already
garden.
doing it. You too late. He said he at the gas mask depot.
He's at the gas.
Excellent job.
Him. But yeah, just understand what's going on in your area. So like
Absolutely.
right now we was talking about different grills earlier today, and I was like, yeah, we don't use gas grills. I rather use a charcoal grill because if I run out of charcoal, there's wood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna think smart. I'm not gonna buy something that needs something else to use with it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna buy something that's simple. And I went to Walmart and I bought a $5 charcoal grill, y'all. It was $5. I couldn't go wrong. I was hoping they had more than one, but of course, with my luck, they didn't. Right? Yeah, Joe. There's wood.
Yeah, lots of wood.
Same way. I just prefer to cook with charcoal. I had a gas grill before and I gave it away because I didn't like it. I was like, that's not like it's.
Mine's dual.
Gas grills. It tastes like fumes. My food tasted like fumes.
Yeah, it does.
This is the other thing too. Like I was telling Erica, because like she said, we were talking about this earlier. Y'all know I'm frugal, so I will wait till seasons are about to change and things are getting marked down, and I will stock up. I put that crap in my garage. I do the same thing with salt for the snow and the ice.
Yep.
When that stuff gets clearanced out, I will
buy the whole skid.
Listen, I will clear the shelf, and then I'll just have it until I don't. Pretty much because I will be
out of the garage. Let's just take the solar panels away from the salt in the garage and let's bring the solar panels inside.
I will do that. I'm going to do it. I am, because I forgot it was in there, to be quite honest, until I saw something in the chat about solar, and I'm like, oh,
she's got the greenhouse, so she can put them on the roof or something of,
right.
There's options.
There's different options
now,
you have.
No, y'all got me climbing up stuff to get on top of things. Like, wait a minute.
Listen, no climbing. No climbing. No getting on top of nothing.
Pause. Climbing up.
Who's on top?
I did not mean it.
Who's on top?
She just set up the play for Jova and 2-8. She just sat
Right,
there.
I'm like, time out.
I'm surprised the chat didn't just go like this real quick.
I think they're still reacting. I think they're delayed.
They are delayed. They might not have been listening. Look, fingers crossed. Now they can to see what I said.
Oh my
If you-
god.
If you are getting stuff, if you're getting stuff, get stuff that's going to allow you to breathe, that's, shelter, your food, water, filtration system, anything, because those people are surrounded by water, but none of that water is good. You don't know what's in it. You don't know if your filter is going to clear oil, what chemicals that's in there, feces, all of that. I mean, feces, yeah, might clear it, but they probably can't even do that. But at the end of the day, just make sure you have stuff that's going to preserve life. Don't go crazy, because you'll buy a whole bunch of stuff and you'll probably never use it. So get the main stuff you see that's going on. Like, pay attention to the news. I know it's depressing, and half the times we can't believe half the stuff we see, but in there is some truth. So you might want to get stuff that can get you from point A to point B. I was talking to somebody, and their second location actually was the location that needed help. So they had to go help the second location. So your base camp, where your secondary is, where you're going to bug out to, you might have to go help them out. So it's like such a weird lifestyle, but because you got to plan for everything, and it's hard to plan for everything. You just have to use your brains and try to figure out what you have and make it work. Because a lot of those people, when you're looking at them, they were using what they had. They had a generator up on the pole, the telephone pole, with a chain, and it was charging something up there so that they can get some type of electricity. Somebody had to come up with that, because hell, if I would have been, I don't even know how they got that generator up there. And it wasn't a small generator, it was a big generator. And they have to go back up there and put gas in it. But they did what they had to do to, get whatever power they needed at whatever point. So yeah, a lot of it
That's
is
one of the things we were talking about, like being resourceful, like thinking outside the box. Like, that's why we were talking about, like, people sometimes feel like they need to go out and buy all these things. You may not be able to afford a generator, but have another to have something, like there might be something else that you can afford to do to be in preparation. Like Jova said, one person can't do all the things. So it's helpful for, like, if you say you grow food and you can stuff, so you could provide food, but you may not have a generator because that's something that you couldn't afford to get, but your neighbor has a generator but does not prep food. Now you can work together to, work something out.
It's everybody has a place when something goes crazy. You could be medically trained. You can, work well with, people that are sick, or some people might be deaf and you're good at sign language. Everybody's going to part or sooner or later, because communication is a big deal when you have to do all. So you might be good with comms, electrician, all of those things, just setting up little shower areas, construction, all of that stuff. It matters. Like, everybody matters when it comes to a disaster, because there's going to be a need for you sooner or later. You just got to wait till your turn is up.
Yeah.
I also learned, because like I said, working at this hotel, we have plenty of people that lost a lot. And we had this one guy, he's a prepper, and he was prepared, had everything and everything, but he then realized that everything he prepped for, he was unable to bring with him, right? So I can't
go ahead.
What is
right? But I've learned that he was explaining how to have as much as possible in everybody's book bag, and also have it to where everybody is responsible for certain things in their book bags. So when he had came to us, I mean, his truck was full. His truck was really full. But he has nothing, and he's on land. It's not like he was in just a house. I mean, a tornado came and wiped away his barn and his animals. You know, he had to let his animals left or whatever because of the tornado ripped the barn apart. Trees just fell on his house, so he's just kind of like. And his second station was in North Carolina, and they're wiped out. So his base and his second location was gone. So he's really starting from ground zero again. So he was explaining how he is cutting back on just depending on staying in house, but rather focusing on what he can take on the go the way he did. So it's also experiencing different things on how to change the way you're going to prep.
Yep.
But yeah, we have so many people staying with us for months now because they lost everything, and insurance companies are paying for all these people to stay with us.
Mhm.
And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see people that are prepared, that came in with, paperwork and everything else, and they're just like, all right, well, I'm just waiting on the insurance company. And then you have people that don't prep, and it has this panic of they don't know what to do next. They don't,
Right.
and they can't afford to stay in our hotel. They're gonna have to go down to a motel, and then it's I don't want to stay with family because family's gonna talk behind my back and tell all my business instead of helping me. So the last couple of weeks, I've been learning a lot working at this hotel with different people and what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But what are the
And
odds of both of your locations going out like at the same time? Like
That's the
is
crazy part.
that's why
right?
you have a backup, because okay, you'll have a backup in a
Right.
different state, and they both out.
And they
That's
both out.
They're both.
crazy.
But look at
But you know what he did have? He had a tent. He was like, worst comes to worst.
I'm still
It's
shopping for a tent.
cheaper
Yeah.
to stay on a campground than it is in a hotel. And he
Yeah.
had his preps.
That's
And
what I
he
was
was
gonna
like,
say.
I'm just here till the rain stops. And I'm going to go on a campground. You can rent out a campground for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah, that's why you see a
So
lot of
he was
people.
like, oh,
I'm sorry.
I was like, but he's good though. He wasn't even worried, or it was like nothing to him.
I'm paying attention to people doing van life because it just makes more sense now. Like if these hurricanes are hitting several different states at one time, and if your base camp is hit, your secondary location is hit, maybe it's just get in your car and go. If once you get the notification that you got to get out of here, at least you have everything. You don't have to depend on all these things that these people are going through. Losing a whole entire home, you might lose your animals, you might lose a few things, but dang, that's a hard hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more RVs over here. People who are in the driveway, they have a small RV parked all of a sudden in the last month or so, because they know if something goes left, they pack up their family in the car or their little RV and they're just go on the road.
You see what Reggie said? He said there's a massive hurricane headed his way now.
Yeah.
Red Dawn, are you in Florida? Are you near the Tampa area? Because I know we're getting the top half of it, and I'm in South Georgia, so I'm only Billy. What are we 4 hours from Tampa? I think we're 4 hours from Tampa, so we're getting the top half of that storm.
He said 2 more is coming after that.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Orlando.
so you right
Orlando.
Yep.
there. Yeah, Orlando, Tampa area. That's Milton's going right through you guys.
I think it's Milton, Leslie, and Kirk.
Kirk is already hitting. Kirk is already going into Europe or something. Kirk like been past us, but it looked like it was gonna hit the East Coast, but it made that turn.
Right.
Leslie doesn't look like she's hitting anything at this point. She may die out, but there's one that's forming that just came off of the African coast. They said
Yeah.
And that one, if it picks up, that's going straight through us again.
Mhm.
And Milton was supposed to go through Texas. And I'm not saying CC, I'm not saying like I was hoping for it to hit Texas, but I'm tired of getting hit by hurricanes at this point. It's like we can't get it together before the next one comes.
No, it's like,
Like we're still without power in certain places.
Right.
So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like one thing after another with Florida and South Georgia. It's like we're not getting a break. And if it goes through us and decides to turn to hit South Carolina and North Carolina again, they're just gonna be a wiped out state. Them states is gonna be ridiculous. And I forgot what state was where that bridge. They have two main bridges to go in and out of that state, and they were saying
wasn't that
those two bridges won't be done for another 5
Louisiana?
years.
Was it Louisiana or what was it?
Wasn't no, I don't think it's Louisiana.
Where was it?
But they was just saying like for the next
Is
5
it
years,
Appalachians? The Appalachians or something?
something like that.
Appalachians can't take anymore either. They got hit real bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm just saying these storms, especially October, nobody understands. June and October, the start of hurricane season, and October, the end of hurricane season is just ridiculous.
Mhm. And somebody said that. Somebody was like, "Oh, well, it's hurricane season. This is expected." What storm you talking about? Exactly. I was like, "Are you seeing what is going on here? Because that's not no normal what we expect for hurricane season." I don't know. People going on cruises.
Carbon, this has been the quietest hurricane season in a long time.
Really?
It's been the quietest one. It's just doing the most damage.
Right. I don't
That's
know.
the only thing. But this year's been quiet.
Yeah. They're stronger. They're destructive a lot.
Yeah.
540 was pretty much that time. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like your roadways, your bridges, your dams start breaking. That's not an easy fix. That's years of fixing.
Years of infrastructure being rebuilt. Years.
That is crazy. I don't know. Like homelessness. We talk about homelessness prior to all this. Now add this on top of everything else.
Right.
That's easy.
Exactly.
Prices, that's nuts. When you look at the state of the world, you got to realize it. This is getting worse. It's not getting better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Yeah, infrastructure is very expensive. The price of materials, just metal, wood, all of that stuff is super expensive now versus what it was. Imagine to fix these things.
Absolutely.
Right.
I just thought about something, y'all, and it doesn't have anything to do with what we were just talking about.
What is
Tomorrow, 2A and LA will be live tomorrow. Yes,
What is
this is
Tuesday?
Monday.
Oh, tomorrow's Monday.
Monday.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
But that's not what this is. That I just thought about that. But I'm going to be posting it tomorrow, but for those who may not be in the live tomorrow, I just posted in the chat. If y'all will go vote for him, for the Gundys, for Breakout Content Creator of the Year,
Okay.
it will be appreciated.
You got it.
But I will be posting it tomorrow in the chat over there.
Let me make sure I vote on time because I'm always late to the party. So
And vote from every email account you have.
You can't say that
I
one.
got like 4 of them.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you wow. Oh man. Gina.
Who said would?
Yo.
Oh.
What's his social link? Do you want us to
Wait,
pick his
really?
YouTube channel or his Instagram channel, his YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, no.
I think it's a YouTube channel, right? Or the
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
I would suggest YouTube. Mhm.
okay.
He said YouTube.
Okay. Let me see here. Find him.
You asking for too much.
Ah, you're like, oh, this is work.
Go ahead. I gotta put my name and my email, my phone number.
I know what are they asking for the phone number for?
I don't know. Are they
They
gonna
were
call
calling
me
people?
to verify?
Mhm.
They're gonna call me like, you sure you want to vote for 2A in LA?
Did you
And
just Chinaman? Hold on.
Okay.
I got a link to the YouTube.
You.
I'm doing it now, Gina, because if I get over here, I will forget. And
Forget, yeah.
I appreciate it. Phelps said, Erica, you ninja.
Why would I put in his name? It comes with a mobility rentals, though.
what?
I've been in 2A in LA, and this is what comes up. I just need to know
What is
what? Why? I need to know what that's
Damn, you
about.
got something to tell us?
I need to know what that was about. Why do you have a wheelchair 2A in LA? Like, what's going on here?
Why are they advertising the
Right,
mobility?
they're advertising you like this for.
Actually, since I'm in there, what are you doing, Q?
I'm trying to. It's saying that his link is not right. Hold on.
Oh, I just was checking because I just thought about it. I'm gonna post the link to tomorrow's live, and if you go in over there and hit the notification so you don't miss it tomorrow. Because he been upsetting the peoples in the world. He did them tears. They was upset.
Oh. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see some. Okay.
I'm gonna post the link to that as well.
All right. This is.
I did it. I'll do it again for my 3 other emails.
All right. Use that link to put in the thing. That one worked. The other one didn't work.
Oh, this one works.
Yeah, this one works for him.
Okay.
It didn't take the other one. I did mine, Gina, so don't cuss me out, Erica.
I did mine. I did one of the 3 emails. I'll get to it later on.
Gotcha.
I won't forget. Trust me.
Don't repeat it. You guys, you're not supposed to say that out loud.
Oh,
That's the quiet part.
No crimes with y'all.
right.
On Sunday, October 6th to 18th.
telling each other, they're telling themselves.
He said, "Don't be clowning his side hustle. That's your side hustle, the mobility."
Oh, what category, Gina?
The category it was in the original post, but it's content creator of the year, breakout content creator of the year.
Yeah, it's breakout. But he been out the closet.
Oh Lord. Mm-hmm.
Now Erica did that on purpose. Y'all know
Yeah,
he did.
that's
She
fun,
did,
yeah.
right? She gonna give him that same.
You ain't going with this. They done said you was out already.
Right.
You breakout content.
He slipped out with them oils.
Baby oil.
Yep.
All that baby oil. Yep.
Hey, Serena.
Hey, Serena.
Hey, Serena.
She said, "Let me live in my truth."
Serena.
Y'all.
Mm-mm. This was actually a good conversation, though. My scheduled live on Friday. I might hit it again, because not to just drill into people about prepping, but it is important.
Mm-hmm.
And then not just to think that you have to go in and buy all these things like that we mentioned, because that you just might have an area that you're good in, that you could provide in the situation of emergency.
Girl,
Isn't October Stocktober? Are you supposed to stock up your pantries and stock up your?
Yep.
It might be.
Yeah, I got some
It is.
messages on that.
Yep.
Which spice sounds like a bear? Hold on. Garlic.
So I typically do a lot of stocking this month because I'm prepping all that crap I harvested from the garden.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not crap, but
Yeah. It's just overwhelming.
it
when it's
is
all at once.
Glocktober
Yeah.
as well. I've seen a lot of
It is
posts about that.
October.
Oh, Glocktober?
Yeah.
Somebody had sent me something
Okay.
about I think it was Jay the Shooter. I think had sent me where they have a pink for breast cancer Glock case. And I was like, I almost posted in the chat. So you're gonna send me the Glock? Because I don't own one of those.
You don't own a Glock?
No.
Oh.
Not saying it's a problem, but I don't. I've never even shot one. How about
I
that?
need to go back.
They're not bad.
Store.
That's not bad.
I just haven't. It's no reason. I just haven't had
Yeah,
the
'cause
opportunity.
I know your reasoning. It's not in it's below your price range. I get it. I understand.
Girl, bye. My name is not
Yes,
to
platypus and
My name is not to in LA. Now,
Ooh.
that might be true.
Pew, pew, pew. That's fired all over the place. Let me see.
Listen.
Turning funny.
Serena got all the garden jokes right now.
Those are funny. I don't know. It's that. Don't return anything if you bought it. Keep it.
Mhm.
It's still gonna be a wild couple months coming through. And it's
And even if it's not, it's good to be stocked up on this stuff.
It
So
is.
what would be the first thing you recommend for people to stock up on?
in regards to what? Well, like which
I was just about to say the same thing.
How
Okay, let's
basic are
start
we
with
going?
food. If you had to start with food, what type of food would you recommend people to stock up on?
beans, rice, water.
Not too many carbon. We don't want to
I'm sorry.
Eating cat.
Are going good.
Two
The
things.
simplest is probably beans and rice.
Yeah, I would say that.
If you're somebody who's like, oh, I don't like beans, but find something that's going to be in a can,
Listen, when
like
you
being
hungry
preserved.
and it's in
like,
a can, just
It's
add
not the time to be like, oh, it's not healthy. It ain't the time for that.
But when
Find
when you're hungry, a paper plate tastes great. You're not even
that thing and just stock it.
right.
with beans. You're getting vitamins as well. I think it's navy beans. Is it navy beans?
And who don't like beans? Beans are delicious.
Yeah. Just
Some
learn
people
to
don't
eat it in the sauce. Oh, you hungry? You don't care what it is. You're gonna eat
I
it.
know.
So, but you still want to have your nutrition as well. You just don't want to eat stuff that's empty calories, even though you need calories. You want something that's going to keep you somewhat your system running.
Yeah.
My next
So-
prep I would definitely recommend people getting is water and filters. Because during storms or these chemical things, that water is not good, y'all. Let's be 1,000%. Don't use your water if you're in Atlanta. Go ahead and filter your water. I would even boil it and then filter it, to be honest with you. Because you want to burn off a lot of those chemicals or anything that's in that water and then filter it. And get bottled water. You're gonna need something to actually drink.
Yeah.
So you get your beans, your rice, your water, your filters, and then
Yeah,
of course you gotta have your medical.
Well, yeah, medical is important, but I would even say, like we talked about the charcoal grill.
Yeah.
When I didn't have any power, I didn't have anything. stove because I have an electric stove. But I had a charcoal grill if I wanted to cook something,
Right.
or warm something up. Because beans, most times, like especially if you buy them in a can or if you can them yourself, they're really already cooked. You're just heating them up. So you could do that on, your grill.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
and like Erica said, she just got a cheap one. You could find cheap ones everywhere. Family Dollar, Walmart,
Yep.
just not anywhere.
You have a tinfoil pan. You could put some charcoal in it, and just like
100%.
what shift grill
Yep.
and get it together. Also, look around where you live. If there's a sewer plant, is there a nuclear waste plant around? Where is your waterway? Because if that gets damaged, that's going to contaminate all of that. I do believe there's a little something like that going on in Atlanta as well.
It is.
Right, and that water leaks is supposedly, leaking into the water, and that water runs all the way down to Jackson, Florida. So you want to know your surroundings, what is around you, what plants, what anything that can be contaminated or contaminate your air, your water. Make sure you're aware of that so you can make better judgments on what you have.
Yeah.
Perhaps
That would probably be including like a shower filter, because if you do have water, you're bathing with that chemical water. That's very dangerous.
Right.
Going right to your blood system. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely have some options. And like Erica said, medical is important. I mean, a lot of times we have some medical stuff already on hand. If gauze, peroxide, Band-Aid.
Yep.
Get the training to utilize those things. Because as you can see, those people can get anybody to come help them. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be you helping somebody else. Get the training.
Yeah.
Get
That, check with your fire departments. A lot of times they offer free training for at least the CPR.
Even your local libraries, they will have a lot of things that they have at the local libraries for you to do. So,
and if you can afford it to take a class, we mentioned Whiteside Tactical earlier. That trauma class that they put on, I don't think a person can walk away from that and not feel comfortable if they were in a situation to be able to stop the bleed.
Yeah. The equipment is so lifelike. If you've never been in a situation, that's like as close as you're going to get to it, where you can gauge yourself how you're going to react to it, seeing blood, even though it's not real blood, but you'd be surprised how blood freaks people out the side of it. So acclimate yourself to it. They put a lot into giving you quality stuff for your training equipment. So, go for it, take it, and
check out their content. Go make sure you go click on that link and check out their content. They're on Instagram as well. And go live a lot of times when they are having their classes. So you can kind of see what takes place when they're doing it. You can disposable.
You have to put the investment in this. No one's going to come and do it for you. Somebody in your circle has to be taking that initiative, and it might be you. So you're going to have to take this seriously. Like all the people who practice, like how Erica does her uncomfortable weekend, you're going to have to do that to figure out where you have gaps and where you have shortfalls so you can fix what you're noticing in your own setup. Nobody else can tell you, we can tell you what to buy from here to Kingdom Come. You're going to have to take that practical step and say, okay, what am I missing? I didn't think about this. I didn't think about that, and fix your own holes. We can't fix those holes for you. So I think a lot of people maybe always wanted to sit down and just get from people. No, you got to put the work in yourself. Sorry, this is real life right now. You got to figure it out for yourself. You got to feed yourself, your children, your animals. Keep water out your house if you're getting water coming in. How to keep it from coming in. Damage, mold, hygiene, getting proper sleep. All of this you're gonna figure it out on your own. So you got to do some of that work yourself. I think it's a lot of people I can fix some people's holes. Oh Lord, you might be causing holes well in LA.
I knew somebody was going to say it when you said that as soon as you said it. But they do a lot of training. They train the military. They train a lot of hospital staff. They're training young children in school to be prepared for that stuff.
Yeah.
They're training a lot of folks. So if you want to check them out, you should. And get that training. It's training that they're doing all the time. So they're good at their craft. They're great at their craft. That means your training is going to be great as well.
Hey, PIA.
Hey, PIA.
I know Jets just went through that, and he has four. He mentioned he has 4 freezers and 1 generator, but somehow he kept all of them going by rotating. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out.
Put this, girls. I'll send you this link that Hot Tub has sent to me. It's a military thing. They sell military generators and stuff. But like you said, even if you buy one and it's gonna, do a whole town or whatever it is, but if it goes out and you don't know how to play with the wires or figure it out, like it's gonna be a problem. I want to buy one, but we'll see. Once I buy my land. We keep changing the name
I didn't
on
have a
our
generator,
chat.
but I definitely need a generator.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long was your power up, Gina?
Instagram.
2.5 days.
2.5 days.
Yeah.
I'm still. Let me tell y'all, I'm so proud of Gina. Because me and Gina on her chat plenty of times, and she'd be like, yo, if my power goes out, I'm either going to my in-laws or I'm going to a hotel. She actually stayed put. She stayed at home. Gina, I'm so proud of you.
No lies were told. I definitely have said many times I'll be at a hotel before I...
Right.
And I ain't had no AC, y'all. I ain't had no AC.
I know, that's why I'm sitting here like, was it cool or was it hot? No, she said she had the.
It got kind of warm the last night. That Sunday night, it got kind of warm, but it wasn't so bad. I just took the because I sleep with a comforter. I don't switch to comforter, blanket, winter, whatever, like some people do when they live in colder states. My bed has the comforter on there all year. So
yeah, I have to sleep with a comforter.
All my sets have a comforter to it. I don't have any other kind of sets. So anyway, I just pulled it off, and then I have the flat sheet that I could put over me and not have that heavy comforter over me. So I was fine. I made it through that night, but I was like, oh, if that power don't come on today. Ooh, because we be spoiled.
But you could have bought a small fan to
I have a fan. I have like 3 fans in my house. They're in the basement, but because there's been a time before where it wasn't the power wasn't out, but my AC unit wasn't working well before I got the new AC unit. So I have fans, and I could have just plugged it up to the generator. I would have thought of doing that if it got that hot, but it didn't. Okay. It didn't. It was comfortable. But I did. I stayed in my house.
So you had an uncomfortable weekend, though. So that would be considered your uncomfortable weekend.
It was absolutely.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
So would you do another uncomfortable weekend to see
in my house?
Yeah, inside the house, Gina.
Oh yeah.
Because I know we're not ready to go outside the house. That's what I'm saying. Inside the house, can you do an uncomfortable weekend again where you can like not depend on your electricity and then really use your preps? Okay.
But the fact that I have electricity, one thing that I'm going to cheat on is I'm going to cook. I'm still going to cook.
Why though? Because you go outside and use your smoker or your grill.
No, I can do that, but that's still cooking.
Yeah, but I
can tell you that this thing caught me off guard, so I did not cook this whole time. I was going to places.
Gina, that's not using your preps. The point of that was for you to learn to use your preps. So next time it happens again, Gina.
Listen, I fully could have, but because I have plenty of stuff prepped that I could have ate.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You have stuff that you could have just warmed up.
But it was raining, like it was raining.
You giving me every excuse in the book right now. You giving me every excuse in the book why you didn't practice your preps. And that's
why
all we talk about.
Let me have it? Why you just can't let me have it?
Practice your prep.
Who has a class? Whiteside? Nice. On Saturday, guys, on the East Coast and in Las Vegas for first aid, CPR, and AED. I'm telling you. Now, I am CPR certified and also CPR and AED. But it's because my job has some of us that they have paid to get us certified. Right. But I have also recently taken a medical trauma class for the Stop the Bleed. It was not the same though, like I said, because I feel like Whiteside is just way more realistic because you're dealing with the
right. Thank you. I appreciate that one, fam.
The messiness of the real situation, I guess you could say. So when I get the opportunity, 1000%, I'm doing their class. 1000%.
Yeah. When I get
and I said that before, so this isn't even the first time I said it. As soon as I took the class, that was kind of what I took away from it, is that this was a good class, but I want to take Whiteside's class.
I hope I say your name right. Myron. Yeah, I'm about to be. Myron said, I didn't use my prep either. Went to Golden Corral. This is, come on, guys. This is
Myron.
the chance for you guys to use your preps. Hey, Mara.
Yes. So definitely should be following them on both platforms because Whiteside, I just love what they do, what they're doing. Mm-hmm. I do. And they were part of the 12 Days of Christmas last year, and their video is on my channel when they went live with us. And they talk a lot about what they do. So definitely, if you haven't seen that, you can check that out to find out more about them. But listen, the people in the community that know, gonna tell you that you need to check them out.
Also, girls, we have to start having our meeting about our 100 days of Christmas. Because
ain't no 100 days of nothing. You better get your calendar checked and your eyes checked. We have 100 days of nothing.
Because what you're not gonna do this year is
12 days.
You heard Urban. Urban is bringing the order.
Okay, we ain't do no 100 days of nothing, and then it's never ending.
Clearly, Urban is not playing with Erica.
Bring it, Urban, because when I tell
Erica was sleeping on the lines, she couldn't handle it.
I was like this. Like,
I gotta work. She had toothpicks in her. I gotta go to work. She's 12.
Well, y'all, I am knocking on 3 hours right now. I am tired.
You started it.
I did. But it was a great conversation. It was a needed conversation, and I think that we need more of the conversation. Erica got kicked off. Right, this committee too.
Right, and I started to Christmas, and I'll get kicked off.
Listen, Urban came in and said, "Not this year," and I'm here for it.
Oh no,
order. Mm-hmm. But y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming up here with me and talking about this because, like I said, it's a much needed conversation. Mm-hmm. And if y'all don't know, we all prep. We prep. We probably don't all prep the same, but we all prep because I think Carbon is the only one with the gas mask.
She is.
Yeah, I have a dust. It's a dust mask.
She needs to share so the rest of us can make.
I like it.
Listen, you gonna have the rest of us up there looking. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna be looking.
I like to breathe. I don't know about y'all, but I like to breathe.
Listen, it's a necessity.
Now, if I
Honestly,
come up on a panel with a gas mask, y'all don't question me. Just
we question
understand.
you. We are absolutely 1000% questioning you. You are not the same. You are not the same. You nodded off. He said I nodded off, woke
Then
up and
came
got
back.
We're about to go right now.
Yeah.
We're about to go right now. Good night, everybody. I appreciate
night.
y'all. I hope
Real
y'all.
quick.
Oh, wait a minute.
They just
I
wanted
mean,
to
go
let.
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. Whiteside Tactical wanted to let you know that if you have a group that wanted to be trained, that they don't mind traveling to come train your group. You
You
just
heard
got.
that?
But do we have to pay for them to travel? Because I'm right here 3 hours away. Eric.
First of all, you could travel.
He
3
said,
hours.
"Look, Erica, look, Erica."
Look, Erica. Right.
And the eyes was like,
Eric, don't play with
they
me.
did the googly eyes.
He's still in here. Good night, GT. Good night, Joe Biden. Good night,
Bye,
Big
everybody.
Dog.
y'all.
Good night, 2A.
Good night, Sue Ellen. Good night, Joe Bob.
Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for having
Good
me.
night, Glitters. Good
Good
night,
night.
White Side.
Good night, Gleaners.
Bye, y'all.